just about in readiness for the start of the grand final for 1988 between Ballarat and North Ballarat. With North Ballarat going towards the Pleasant Street end, the wind is going up that end. As I noticed, Watson has picked up Caldew, and we're underway here as we wait for the umpire Morgan, to put the ball into play for the first of the grand final. Down it goes. It favours Russell. He gets it down towards Vanderby. He can't take it. To Thown, caught around the neck, and he'll take the first free kick of the and there's plenty going on here. They're all into it, and one can understand the hurling amongst all the club. And this doesn't do football any good at this particular moment. Plenty of people running in, and they're running from all ends of the ground, and I noticed that Mason and Colson. He's a goal coming up, and Ballarat have kicked it. It's been kicked by Beale, the umpire allowed to go on. So after that, Farkas, we have a goal on the board, and it's been kicked up that end of the ground. I'm just looking back to see who did kick it, and I think it might have been Shelton that got it, but I was watching what was going on as the North trainers are out in the ground, and somebody down, it looks like Vanderveer at this particular moment, and plenty of aggro going on amongst all the players. So there's a goal on the board, and it was kicked by the Ballarat. I'll just check that one later. But a very hectic start to the grand final at the City Oval for 1988, with Ballarat leading 1 goal to North yet to score. A controversial goal, kicked by Shelton, I believe. So he's Vanderveer going off the ground, I think, for North. He wants to go back. The trainers are trying to prevent him from doing so, and it would be wise if he... down it goes once again. They fly for it. Russell tried to take it out the pack. He can't do so. It comes to Lang. He gets his kick up towards the forward line. He's a chance for Ballarat as they get the ball across, but taken away very cleverly by North. He's a chance for Lang. Caught without the ball, and the free kick is going to go back to Peter Lang, kicking from the 50-metre mark into a stiff breeze. A chance for Ballarat once again to go deep into attack after that very interesting first couple of seconds of the game. Picked up by Ryan of North. Goes across the 50-metre mark. Goes to the Sturt Street side looking for Howard. Will it bounce for him? It doesn't. It goes to Smith. Caught with the ball. His handball goes down towards. He's following up. Does it well. Comes up towards the forward pocket. He's a chance for Butterfan up in the forward pocket. He gets the handball across. But too late, and the umpire is going to bounce in the forward pocket. Free kick coming out of it, and it's going to go to Ballarat. Right over that far corner. As we wait for the ball to be kicked right up into the forward line. They all fly. Mason from behind has taken the mark, and the free kick ball mark is going to be go to Brendan Mason, the full forward for Ballarat. He's a little fella coming off the ground here for Ballarat, and he's in heaps of trouble as we wait for Mason. Only about 2 minutes into the game, a chance for Ballarat to register goal number 2. This Ballarat player is very, very sick indeed as he has taken to the boundary. He's Mason, lining up from 30 metres out, kick on its way. I think he's missed, or has he? No, he hasn't, and that's the second goal to Ballarat, kicked by Mason. We'll check on that first one. I think it was Shelton that kicked it as he ran down the ground after the fight had developed in the centre of the ground. Good umpiring there because he allowed the play to go on. Wait for the ball to come back into play once again, and we've been playing about 4 minutes. Ballarat have 2 goals straight on the board. North yet to score. Morgan to put the ball back into play once again. A good bounce. Russell gets the free kick. In the centre, does he? No, says the umpire. He's going to bounce it once again in the centre. Been underway for about 4 minutes. Ballarat leading 2 goals straight to North yet to score. It comes to the half-forward line. James tries to get it for North. Comes out to where Murray Loader is uploaded, and he gets the kick towards the boundary. And it's gone over before the Ballarat player can get to it. Ball back into play again. Disher in good position to get the thump. He thumps towards the boundary, goes over before Trithown can get it for Ballarat. Back into play once again. James goes for the knockout. Disher over the top, gets it down to Town. He can't handle it. Right in front of the coach's box. Over the boundary line, another throw in to be effective. Five minutes into the first quarter, controversial start. A big how do you do? They settled down, the umpiring was good, allowed the ball to go up the ground, and Shelton kicked a goal for Ballarat, and then Mason, a little while after, took a beautiful mark and marked right in front to put another goal on the board. So Ballarat are leading 2 goals straight to North yet to score. Back it goes toward the centre half forward for Ballarat. Trethowne can't get it. Here's a chance for Brugman as he gets it out to his teammate. Goes up towards the forward line. James trying to trap it. He can't do it. Here's a chance for Anderson and also Veal. Veal gets it on his right foot. Finds a teammate over there and he's found him on that half forward line. It looks like Smith that's got the ball for Ballarat. Kicks to a lead over there looking for Trethowne, and Trethowne in front has taken the mark. Or has he? The umpire says play on. Right over on the far side, on the Sturt Street side. The boundary umpire is going to throw it in, and we've been underway by 6 minutes. Ballarat leading 2 goals straight to North yet to score. Back the ball comes into a play again. It's Russell and Disher. Russell gets the knockout taken by Percy Lang. Is caught without the ball. The umpire allows play to go on and they go in, but he's a free kick going to Ballarat, and it's going to go over there to Trethowne. So Trethowne on the centre wing, near the half-back line, will put Ballarat right up into attack. A good kick, they all fly, no one can mark it. Comes to Drown, coming through very strongly is Drowan. Gathers in, goes onto his left foot, kicks it over to where it should be marked and has been marked by Kennedy of North. Kennedy goes straight up the ground and towards centre forward. They'll all go for the ball. Comes over the back. Watson traps it over towards Disher. Disher has to get rid of it quickly. He does with his left foot into the centre of the ground. Here's a chance for Trethowne and also Ford. Trethowne, Banks gets it. He's a lead coming up for Ballarat if they can take it. No, good mark has been taken by Gordon Loader as he goes over towards Peter James and also his opponent in Driscoll, which was a surprise as far as Ballarat are concerned. The ball over the boundary line, half forward flank for North. Been underway by 7 minutes into the first quarter. Ballarat leading 2 goals, North yet to score. Back into a play again as Caldew that does not work for North. Gets it over to Stephen Howard, the handball on. Be taken away here for Ballarat. All round the net and the umpire sees it. Free kick against Howard on this occasion as the Ballarat player is demonstrating with him. It's going to go back and it will go back to, I think, the player laying on the ground. I can't just see him through the crowd. It could possibly be Driscoll that is lying on the ground there, and plenty of hard knocks have been handed out here in the grand final at the City Oval. Driscoll is watching James, so we'll just wait and see who the player is that's going to get up off the ground as the umpire looks at him very closely and the trainers in attendance. Caldew on the mark, it's the one that's got the ball, I think it's probably Watson. We'll just wait and see this Ballarat player. Doesn't look too good at this moment, and already one Ballarat player is off the ground as there's a bit of a hold up in proceedings here. Very hectic start to the grand final, and he's getting up now, and it looks like it might be Anderson that's in the trainers, and it is Anderson that's coming off the ground for Ballarat. Free kick going to Peter Lang. Kicking from the half-back flank as Anderson is taken up towards the coach's box. Gleeson to come on the ground for Ballarat. And Lang's kick up onto the centre wing. They'll all fly. Disher from behind can't, but James comes from behind. He can't get it. He's a good defensive play by Ballarat as he's bundled over as he kicks the ball out on the full, and the free kick will go to Kennedy. It is going to Kennedy of Ballarat, North Ballarat. Where Disher should mark for Ballarat does so at centre half back. Gets the lead over on the far side, looking for a teammate. Is knocked away by Murray Loader, only as far as Jimmy Ford. He's a chance for Ford to go up. And another Ballarat player down. Anderson has been taken off the ground for Ballarat, and we have Ballarat leading 2 goals straight to North yet to score. The handball comes over towards Watson. He can't get it. Here's a chance for the little player from North going through, and he's going to get the free kick, and it looks like it is Waldron who has got it for North. Waldron, half forward flank, runs around Disher and then kicks up towards full forward. They'll all fly for it up here. Caldo from behind, he can't mark it. It comes to ground. Here's a chance for Stephen Howard on its way, and he's put the first one through for North Ballarat. Kicked by Stephen Howard. Back in the centre once again. We have a Russell and Dishy. Dishy gets a big thump up towards centre half forward, taken by Banks. Kicks hurriedly. Here's a chance for Drowan of Ballarat. He's getting around players. Gets up on the half forward line. It's all North, and it has been marked here by Michael Ryan. Goes towards centre half forward. No one can mark it. Hunt was in front. Here's a chance for Trethown once again to get the ball out. James takes it from North. He can't handle the ball. He gets support from or a good bump by Trethown. Sees Ballarat take the ball up towards centre half forward. Here's a chance for young Shelton. Shelton caught without the ball. It comes to Sargent. Onto his left foot, he'll have to go. He's caught with the ball. The umpire is going to award a free kick, and it's going to go to the forward pocket player for Ballarat in Sargent. And he'd be about 40 metres out in front of the scoreboard. It will take a good kick coming into the wind. Ballarat well into attack as we wait for Sargent to kick the goal, and from about 40 metres out has the chance to put another goal onto his board for Ballarat. Kicks high, kicks truly too by the look of the crowd. He has, and that's the third goal to Ballarat, kicked by Malcolm Sargent. So they lead, and we've been playing 12 minutes into the first quarter. 3 goals straight to North, 1 goal. Ball back into play once again as we wait for umpire Morgan Caldo in the ruck. Gets it down only as far as Kelson. Kelson up towards the centre half forward. Here's a chance for round the neck, says the umpire. The free kick is going to go to Paul Kennedy, the centre half back for North. He gets a lead over on the far side. Kicks long. It looks like all underneath, and will take the mark for North Ballarat. North swings the ball across to the centre, finds Jimmy Ford, gets away from his opponent very quickly, runs past Butterfang, and then goes up towards full forward. Here's a chance for James, pushed in the back, and the umpire sees it, and the free kick is going to go to Peter James. He's only about 40 metres out on the slides of angle as we wait for the umpire. What is it going to be? It's going to be 50 metres. It's going back to the Ballarat player, and it's going to Ronnie. So he'll kick from the centre of the ground. Ballarat into attack once again. Gets a lead over there from Shelton. He does it well too. Half forward flank. Plays on immediately. Up towards full forward. It's Mason. And Mason has taken a mark. Mason outmarking Pelson on the second occasion. And if they get a goal here, it'll be very important as far as Ballarat are concerned. We've been playing 14 minutes into the first quarter with Mason going for goal number 4 for Ballarat and goal number 2 for his own personal tally. He's only kicking from about 30 metres out, kicking into a stiff wind, but good kicking up until now. Mason kicks, and he has kicked truly, and that's the second goal to Brendan Mason, the full forward, and also the 4th for Ballarat. Ballarat started extreme pressure onto North, those 4 goals. Very important kicking against the wind in the first quarter. Umpire White who's going to put the ball into play. 4 goals straight to 1 goal in favour of Ballarat. 15 minutes into the first quarter. Dishit tries to take it out the ruck. He can't. The ball is on the centre of the ground. No one can take it out. Here's a chance for Howard. He kicks up towards the half forward line. Drowan. and also his teammate in Smith. It's Drowan that pushes along to Smith. Good football. Swings it back on his left foot. He's a chance for down, but over the top was Caldew. He couldn't mark it. Covers up very quickly. Kicks towards half forward. No one can mark it. Down the ground it comes. He's a chance for Orr of North. Orr goes onto his left foot. Kicks up to where he found his teammate in Gleeson over in the forward pocket, and a chance for North to kick goal number 2. Gleeson marking in the forward pocket for North, receiving from the half-forward flanker in Orr. Badly needed one for North as the minutes have ticked away in the first quarter. Here's Gleeson on its way. He kicks truly, I think, hits the post. So that is the first and behind kick for the game, kicked by North. Ballarat leading 4 goals straight, 24 to North 1-1-7. Kick comes back from Watson. It looks for Driscoll over the top. No one can mark it. A good bump has been put on to Walden. He's caught without the ball, and it's going to go back, and it's going to Driscoll on the half-back line for Ballarat. Driscoll comes up towards the centre. Caldew and his teammate fly for it. He's a chance for Burke. He can't get it. He does now. The handball towards the boundary line. Still playing the ball along. He's another chance for Tony Banks. He can't gather it before Hunt pushes the ball over the boundary line for North. Back into play it goes. Disher from behind, and Caldew, no one can get the knockout. Gleeson gets the cross to Jimmy Ford for North. The handball onto Orr. Good football as Orr gets a lead. Coming up from Mark Crossley, falls at the vital stage, knocked away cleverly. He's a chance for Ballarat Smith. Good play, desperate play. Gets a lead from Peter Lang and does it well on the half-forward line. Lang anxious to get on with the play. Looks up here for his teammate, which was Mason. He can't get it. It comes back towards the centre. It's all North here as Stephen Howard goes for the ball. Caught, and the umpire allows play to go on. The ball over towards Smith and also Cassius Ryan for North. The handball onto Gleeson of North. Kicks with his left foot up towards the half-forward line. No one can mark it. He's a chance for the other Gleeson to get it. He kicks into the centre. Back to where the North. And Orr caught with the ball. He gets it over to his teammate in Hunt. Hunt over to the running player, and Russell tries desperately to mark it in the forward pocket as the ball has gone over the boundary line for a throw-in about 5 metres away from the behind post, the end to which North are kicking. Waiting for the umpire to put the ball back into play, and at the moment we have 18 minutes into the first quarter. As it comes back into play, it's Russell who tries to take it out the pack. He doesn't get away with it as the ball runs towards the boundary once again. Umpire indicating that it's gone over the boundary, and a throw in once again, 5 metres away from that behind post at the Pleasant Street end of the ground. Back it comes into play, knocked away by Russell, only comes as far as Gleeson. The handball is good across to Thown. Thown onto his left foot, gets it up under the centre, should be marked and has been marked by Ryan of North. Gets a lead over towards Caldew. Caldew does it well at the true centre half forward for North. As Caldew will kick the ball long and high. He does a little beautiful torpedo. He's a chance for Watson to take a mark in the last line of defence, and has done so. Already Watson is doing quite well up in that last line of defence. So Ballarat doing the defending at the moment as Watson brings the ball over onto the half-back line, looks for a teammate over there, found him, and the person is Drowan. Drowan in the back pocket, kicks long up towards the half-forward line. Kelson can't mark it, comes to ground. Players fighting for it on the ground. No one can get it. He's a chance for Kelson. Caught around the neck, and the umpire is going to penalise him for holding the ball. The penalty, or the advantage rule, has been paid. It goes up to where Smith or Gleeson knocks the ball over the boundary line, and another throw-in is going to be effected as North have made a change. They're bringing Gordon Loader up the ground, and Johnny O'Connor going now to watch Sargent. Back it comes into play again from the half-forward line. It's Disher who gets in front, only goes as far as Orr, dodging and turning onto his right foot, up towards centre half-forward. They'll all fly for it. No one can mark it. A bit of luck here for Ballarat. Is thrown out, and literally thrown out. No one can get it here. Gleeson or North. Also his opponent. It comes to Gleeson now. Gleeson will go onto his right foot. Kicks high. He's a chance for Mark Russell from behind. He can't do it. Knocks it on, or will he get around him? He doesn't. Good defence by Ballarat. Gets it out to Watson. Watson comes around the grandstand side. looking for Burke. He's a chance for Tony Banks if he can get it. He can't, and it's gone over the boundary line. Another throw in to be affected. Half forward flank for North Ballarat. Ballarat leading 4 goals straight, 24 to North 117, and 20 minutes have elapsed in the first quarter. As we wait for the ball to come back into play, it's Caldew and also Disher doing the ruck work. Disher with experience gets it down as far as Peter Lang. Ball caught around the neck and the umpire sees the infringement, and the free kick is going to go to Percy Lang as he comes up limping. He's a chance for Langing to get the ball up onto the half-forward line. He's still limping. He gets it over as far as Shelton. He can't mark it. It's all Ballarat here as Kelson tries to get it out. He's another opportunity for Shelton, and the Ballarat player is caught around the neck. No one can get it until Stephen Howard for North gets it. No free kick. A beautiful smother by Kelson. The ball is dropped by the North player. No one can get it away, and the umpire is going to bounce it in the centre square on the attacking side of the centre for Ballarat. Leading 4 goals straight to North 117. Umpire wait to put the ball back into play once again. It favours Disher, who is in front, gets it down towards Butterfan. Butterfan knocks it further. He's a chance for Butterfan now as he gets across to Ryan of North. Kicks up onto the half-forward line. Ballarat called upon to defend once again. It's Anderson, I think, that's coming across with the ball. Will he run it out? He doesn't. He gets the ball over, looking for Lang over his head. Marked by Caldew of North. Caldew to the 50-metre mark. Gets it up onto the forward line. Knocked away by Watson. Good football. He's a chance for Ballarat to get rid of the ball. They can't. Hunt in pursuit. Goes towards Russell of North. In the back, says the umpire. No. Good defence once again by Ballarat. Bring the ball across where Driscoll and all. Good mark. Sean Driscoll in front of Peter James. Plays on immediately. Gets the ball out to his teammate. All North here as Caldew will receive the ball, and he gets it right up into the centre half forward and has found the little rover in Gleeson. Gleeson from about 55 metres out has the chance to kick another goal with the wind behind him for North. They are trailing at the moment. It is Brendan Gleeson who comes in. The kick is high. It will fall short, and it's been marked in the last line of defence and marked well by Ronnie. Or Peter Lang it is, as he brings the ball across to his teammate and comes down, and already he's showing. It's Strowan that's got the ball out there on the centre wing. Kicks it up on the half forward. No one there for Ballarat. It'll be a race between Ryan and also Butterfan. Ryan kicks towards the boundary. Over the boundary he goes. The throw in be affected. Half forward flank for Ballarat. Back into play once again. It's still Caldew and also Butterfan. No one can get the knockout. It comes to ground. North will get the free kick, and it's going to go back to, it looks like Walden over there that's received the free kick right on the centre wing on the Sturt Street side. As he kicks north towards the centre, looking for a teammate, and already has found him. That is Caldew. There will have to go onto his right foot. He does. The ball half smothered, comes to Orr. Plenty of pace. No free kick. Yes, there is a free kick coming. Beale got into Orr's back, and Orr will kick from about 100 metres out. Kicks up towards full forward. They all fight for it, and coming out to take the mark is Bruckman of North Ballarat. Bruckman kicking from about 50 metres on the slightest of angle. The wind coming in behind him. Bruckman with a chance to kick North's second goal, and they need it badly. Kicks on its way. It's high. It's straight too by the look of it, and it's right through the centre for Peter Bruckman's first goal. So that takes Ballarat to 4 goals straight, 24, leading North 2-1-13. The margin 11 points, and we've been playing nearly 25 minutes into the quarter. Score at the 25-minute mark is Ballarat 4 goals straight, 24 to North 2-1-13. Down it goes again. Caldew in good position. Disher gets it down and try to come through to down. Gets it up towards half forward, and Shelton will mark for Ballarat. Does so, and he's already figuring quite well up on that half forward line for Ballarat. kicks up to where Mason in front, and Mason has the ball knocked away. He's a chance. "25 minutes into the quarter, Ballarat are leading 4 goals straight to North 2-1-13. North kicking with the win, and Ballarat leading 4 goals straight, 24 to North 2-1-13. He's the ball out in the forward pocket for North. No one can get the ball. The umpire is going to come in and bounce it in the forward pocket for North. 26 minutes have elapsed in the first quarter as we wait for umpire Waite to put the ball back into play. Lang all right for Ballarat. That limp has gone as Watson and Russell. Russell thumps it up to where it comes to where Bruckman has a chance again. Swings on his right foot, kicks, and I would say put it out on the full, or just in front. It has gone out on the full, and the penalty kick is going to go to Peter Lang right up in that last line of the defence. Covering plenty of ground is Peter Lang, kicking from the back pocket for Ballarat. As minutes tick away in the first quarter, with Ballarat leading 4 goals to North 2-1-13. Umpire tells Lang to kick. He kicks high into the forward pocket. They'll all fly for Beale in front. Should take the mark. He hasn't. It comes to Johnny Gleeson. Gleeson onto his left foot. Goes up to where Howell will mark for North. On the centre wing. Swings around onto his left foot. Kicks North right up into attack. He's a chance for them. Trethown in front. Oh, another good mark has been taken by Driscoll of Ballarat. And now on the half-back line for them. So Driscoll, a surprise on the centre wing, is doing extremely well as he looks for Shelton, but a good mark has been taken by Kennedy of North Ballarat on the centre wing on the grandstand side. Gets a lead in towards the centre. Looks for his teammate there. He can't mark it. He's a chance for Caldo as he kicks over to where Gleeson has made good position on the half-back line or half-forward line for North. He's indicating he's going to kick long. He does. He kicks up for high. They'll all have to fly. No one can mark it. It comes to ground. Trethown can't get it. He's a chance for Orr. The handball back to Howard. Howard kicks high. He's a chance for goal for North, going the wrong way, and it's gone through for a behind to take them to 2-2. 14 trailing Ballarat 4 goals straight. The wind getting stronger every minute here at the City Oval. Watson to bring the ball back for Ballarat. He does, over onto the Sturt Street side, or at least Ford will mark for North. He's a long way away from goal with a chance to put the ball right back into attack. He goes short, gets a lead, no one can mark it. He's a chance for Lang once again to get the ball out of the fence. It was pushed out of his hand over the boundary line. Another throw-in will be effected about 30 metres away from the behind post, the end to which North are kicking. Back into play once again. Up over the top went Howard. He couldn't grab it. He's a chance for North if they can gather the ball in. And it's going to go to a free kick to Gordon Loader of North. Just on quarter time, and Ballarat leading 4 goals straight, 24 to North 2-2-14. Ballarat 4 goals straight to North 2-2-14. As Ballarat will take it out of attack again. Percy Lang doing extremely well, gets it up onto the half-forward line. No one can mark it there. It's Butterfant in there for Ballarat. The ball is over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back centre wing, Sturt Street side of the ground, with 29 minutes gone into the first quarter. Back it comes into play once again. It's Caldo and also Disher, so they're saving Russell up in that forward line. The ball comes to ground. Ballarat caught without the ball. It goes up as far as Fitzgerald. He will get it for North. The handball over the top of Kennedy's head. He'll have time to recover. Does he? He doesn't. But Fitzgerald will tidy up for him. Gets it across to O'Connor. O'Connor caught without the ball. He's a chance for Ballarat, but luckily for North, the free kick is going to go to O'Connor as Ballarat were running towards an open goal. Johnny O'Connor gets a lead from Stephen Howard. Howard will mark, runs into trouble, gets out of it. The good handball will find Caldo. Caldo for North. Runs across the centre square, up onto the forward line, go towards the boundary line, and Tony Banks has got it for Ballarat, and it's met very solidly and the free kick will go down the ground, will go to Ballarat. He's up, so Ballarat once again very happy to get Tony Banks back onto his feet very quickly. As we look across into that forward pocket over there, and it's Trethown that has the ball for Ballarat. Kicking, I know it's going back, and it's going to be taken by his teammate as he will kick high and long up onto the centre wing. They'll all fly for it. No one can mark it. Over the top of the pack. He's a chance for Butterfan if he can pick it up. He's pushed in the back, plays on immediately, gets it across to Johnny Gleeson. The handball back again. It goes up onto the half-forward line where Kennedy and Shelton go for the ball. None of them can get it. He's a chance for Shelton. He's got more pace than Kennedy. Onto his left foot, swings it back to where Mason in front can't mark it. It comes to ground. Peter James has caught and he's met very solidly. And the free kick is going to go to Peter James in the last line of defence for North. He's lying pretty prostrate at the moment. He was met very solidly in that exchange. So many players been knocked around today. Just on quarter time, we have Ballarat 4 goals straight, 24 to North 14. James kicks out towards the centre wing where Ford is marked and marked for North in front of Kelson. He's told to play on. He's going to be in trouble if Kelson get him a good shepherd by O'Connor. Missed Kelson. But here's a free kick going down to Ballarat as Fitzgerald ready to Kelson. And they'll look and see if it is. He was following the ball. It is Kelson that's got the ball. So Ballarat with another opportunity. Kicks up towards Mason. He can't mark it. Goes over the top of the pack to James of Ballarat. He's a chance for Sargent. Lays on immediately. Kicks high up towards full forward. They'll all fly for it. Ballarat in front. Can't mark it. It comes to ground and Burke has shot for goal and has put it through. So that's the fifth goal to Ballarat. Kicked by Paul Burke. He read the pack very well indeed and has put it through. And here's another dust up down there, and I would say umpires will take numbers here. It has been rather a spiteful game up to now and unnecessary as far as we are concerned. As it is quarter time up here, and Ballarat are leading 5 goals straight to North 2-14. Second quarter with Ballarat leading 5 goals straight, 30 to North 2-14. Ballarat to go to the Pleasant Street end of the ground. As the siren is sounded for the start of the game, and as umpire Waite will come in and bounce the ball, it's a good bounce. Up goes Disher, gets to the ground. Here's a chance for Kelson, caught without the ball. No free kick. The umpire is going to bounce it on the attacking side of the centre for Ballarat as it becomes a little bit darker at the City Oval, beginning the second quarter. It's Morgan who is going to put the ball back into play again. At 5 is Disher. He gets it across to Drowan. Drowan onto the foot very quickly, up towards half forward. It's been marked there and marked well by Butterfan of Ballarat. He goes on with play immediately, gets a lead from Mason, but chipping in there, it's been marked by Burke of Ballarat. So, another goal as we start the second quarter, kicked by Tony Banks, that's his second, and we have Ballarat leading 6 goals straight to North 2-14. Banks has kicked 2 and also Mason for Ballarat, and that was a very good start to the quarter. Ballarat leading 6 goals straight, 36 to North 2-14. Goes again, and comes to Peter Lang onto his left foot towards the half-forward line. taken away by O'Connor. Gets a lead from Gleeson, does it well. Gleeson immediately plays on, up towards half forward. A good mark tried by Hunt. He can't get it. The handball onto Wall. Wall onto his left foot, kicks high, up towards full forward. Will it go over the pack? It's been marked up there and marked well by Caldew. But the umpire has given the all clear. I thought he was going to give a free kick against Caldew, and a likely thrust as far as North were concerned. They answered the goal kicked by Burke over on that half forward line. So we have Ballarat leading 6 goals to North 3-2. Umpire wait to put the ball back into play. Once again, very deliberate in his action. Down it goes again. It favours Russell, who will take it out of the air. He gets it across as far as Fitzgerald. Gleeson marks in the centre of the ground for North Ballarat. Swings it on very quickly, but coming out to take the mark in defence is Smith of Ballarat. Smith kicking from the true centre half back line. Kicks high, allows the wind to take the ball. They'll all fly from behind. No one can get it. Here's a chance for Sheldon. The ball is kicked off the ground by Ryan. He gets it across as far as Dishon. Another kick off the ground. No one can get it. He's a chance for Peter Lang if he can get the ball. He does. Gets through. No, he doesn't. It goes to Van der Veer. Van der Veer caught without the ball. And Dishon's into it now. Once again, we have the play going on, and I'll watch the play rather than the fight. As Smith gets it for Ballarat. Gets it up onto the half-forward line, looking for Burke, and Burke is marked. He goes on quickly, looking for his teammate up there, and he's found him in Kelson. Kelson with a chance over on that half-forward line. He's limping a little bit. Goes onto his left foot. Up it goes. They're all, and Mason is marked up here on the forward line for Ballarat. And Mason with a chance to kick another goal for Ballarat. As Pelson is laying on the ground for North. So plenty of players lying around the ground at the City Oval. It's Mason kicking for goal number 3 and Ballarat's 7th. As the game has been held up for just a moment as the trainers attend Mark Pelson up in that last line of defence for North. As I mentioned before, a very torrid opening to the grand final of 1988. Here as Pelton is back onto his feet once again. And we'll wait for Mason to put the ball back into play. There's been some torrid passages of play in this grand final here at the City Oval. With Ballarat leading 6 goals straight, 36 to North, 3-20 at this particular moment. Mason with an opportunity to kick his 3rd personal goal and put Ballarat further ahead on the scoreboard. But he comes into a kick from the forward pocket. The kick on its way. It looks good too by the crowd, and it's right through the centre. And Brendan Mason has kicked his 3rd goal to take Ballarat on to 7 goals straight, 42 as Pelson leads the ground for North. North of 3-2-20, so the margin at the moment is 22 points in favour of Ballarat. And we've been playing 5 minutes into the second quarter as I notice Beale going over and picking up Johnny Orr. Back in the centre once again as we wait for Morgan. I think it's going to come in and bounce the ball this time, but Ballarat leading 7 goals straight, 42 to North 3-2-20. So it's been a great start as far as Ballarat are concerned. Mason kicking 3 goals, Burke 2 for Ballarat as the umpire is telling people to get off the ground. Here's the ball coming back after the ball had gone over the fence at the Pleasant Street into the ground. 5 minutes of torrid football in this second quarter. And it goes once again. Kennedy's gone back to full back for North as it goes down. It favours Disher. He gets up and throws a wonderful thumb, only as far as Banks. He's a chance for Kelson to get the ball up onto the forward line. Good bump by Disher. He's going to be penalised for it, and it's going to go to Ryan of North. Ryan kicks up to where a lead has been made by Glenane. He drops it to the vital stage. Now he'll have to go back and recover. Sargent gets it in for Ballarat. It's pushed in the back, and the free kick is going to go to Sargent, I think. And it is. And at this moment, Ballarat getting the free kicks. They're in front and doing everything right. As Sargent kicks from the centre wing, kicks high, looking for a teammate in Trathown. He marks it beautifully, one hand, and Trathown is marked half forward flank, and he goes on with it. Looks for Mason from behind. No one can mark it. It comes to ground. Lang can't get it. Every player is fighting for it. Comes out to Ballarat. Here's a chance for Tony Banks. If he can pick it up, he can't. Good defence by North. Push it through for a behind to Ballarat to break the sequence of goals. 7-1-43 to North 3-2-20. Great mark by Driscoll there. Gets the lead from Mason, and Mason in front can't mark it. And we're into the second quarter by 7 minutes, and plenty of torrid passages once again. Mason already kicked 3 goals for Ballarat. They are leading 7-1-43 to North 3-2-20. As the ball goes to the centre wing where Gleeson has marked for North Ballarat. He's taken his time to get rid of the ball. He gets a lead from Peter James coming from behind. Knocked away by Smith, and he's doing an excellent job. He gets it to the centre of the ground where Trathown gets it. The handball onto Lang. Lang up towards Mason. Over his head, is it? It is, and a good mark has been taken in defence by Kennedy of North. In the back pocket for North. Shows the ball to Sargent, but the kick only goes as far as throw it. He marks it one-handed, caught, played on, goes through Murray Loder's head. Here's a chance for Russell to get the handball onto Gleeson. He's caught with the ball, but the umpire is going to give a free kick to the little rover for North as he was interfered with trying to get rid of the ball. Gleeson on the centre wing. He will kick North into attack. Kicks high. The wind holds the ball up. They'll all fly for it. No one can mark it. Comes to ground. Here's a chance for Butterfan. Kicked off the ground. Disher goes back. Another chance to Kelson. He gets it out. Only as far as Gleeson and Butterfan. Butterfan gets it. They handball over the top. Murray Loder in a good position. Caught around the neck. The umpire allows play to go on. He comes back. Caught with the ball. Allowed to play on once again. There are plenty of free kicks not given there as Ryan gets it for North. Keldo tries to take the mark. It's caught to him. It comes back as far as Vanderveer, but good defence once again by the Ballarat player in Smith. Gets it towards the boundary line, goes over, and the boundary umpire is going to throw it back into play. Centre wing in front of the grandstand with Ballarat leading 7-1-43 to North 3-20. 10 minutes into the second quarter as it comes back into play. It comes out as far as Drowan. Drowan takes one bounce, 2 bounce. He will gather in by Ford. He has to kick hurriedly, and doing so it only gets as far as the Colin Hunt at centre half back. He'll kick up towards Disher and also Russell. No free kick, and there is a free kick, and it's going to go to Disher. I thought they had interfered with him, Russell, and Disher is going to take the free kick. And also it's going to be a 50-metre taboo as it looks like Murray Loder in trouble there for North, right in the centre of the ground, limping there. So both sides are losing players right, left and centre. As Disher will kick from the 50-metre line at the Pleasant Street end of the ground. Russell on the mark as we wait for Disher, and there goes Murray Loder off the ground for North. He gets a lead. Goes over into the forward pocket. They all fly. No one can get it. It comes to the ground. Burke can't get it for Ballarat. He does. Pushed around the neck, and he's going to get the free kick, and it's going to go to Burke, who already has kicked 2 goals for Ballarat. He kicked one from out that angle before, so we'll wait on Burke to go for goal number 3, kicking from around about 50 metres away. The slightest of angle, the wind behind him. He comes in close, the man on the mark kicks astray this time. Matter of fact, I think it's gone out on the full. It has, and the penalty kick is going to go back and to be taken by North. Looks like Mark Russell up there in the last line of defence for Ballarat. So he'll kick from right beside the behind post. He gets a short lead, does it well, finds Michael Ryan, who is marked in front of Drummond. Ryan for North will bring the ball across towards the centre wing. Disher in good position to mark, doesn't do so, knocked away by Howard. It comes to Gleeson, or Walden it is, and he will kick out on the full. Tremendous pressure by the Ballarat players, and the penalty kick is going to go to Andrew Beale. The score is Ballarat 7-1-43 to North 3-2-20, and we've been playing at least 13 minutes into the quarter. Ballarat 7-1-43, North 3-2-20. Down it goes again, Russell in the back of Disher. No free kick as they try to kick it off the ground. Plenty of players getting in there, a lot of courage here as it comes to Ryan. Caught without the ball. It goes as far as Gordon Loader. The handball over towards Fitzgerald. He can't get it. Gordon Loader going in, and he's going to get a free kick. And the free kick is going to go to Gordon Loader of North Ballarat. Gets on with the game pretty quickly. Gets a lead over on the centre wing, but Smith will mark it, or he doesn't mark it. Comes back to it. Good play. Get it across to his teammate. He's a chance for Driscoll. He overruns the ball. Fitzgerald gets it for North. Kicks up onto the half-forward line. It's all Ballarat here. And a great attempt by Lang, who gets the ball eventually. Comes around the centre wing. Gets up on the half-forward. Looking for Burke up in front. He's taken another beautiful mark. Certainly been great acquisition in the last few weeks to the Ballarat side as he kicks with the right foot. Up onto the forward line looking for Mason, who's up in front. Kennedy knocks it away. It comes towards O'Connor. O'Connor with a handball to Kennedy. Kennedy for Michael Ryan for North. Comes down the centre of the ground. They'll all fly for it. No one can mark it. It comes to ground. He's a chance for North. They can get rid of it. It is a free kick going to him, and the free kick is going to go back to Levine. Levine gets a lead out on the centre wing by Gleeson, and his little brother pushes the ball away towards the boundary line. I think it'll beat all players over as Throwan takes it over in front of Ryan of North. So we'll have a throw in once again, centre wing, when Ballarat are leading 7-1-43 to North 3-2-20. And we've been playing 13 minutes into the quarter as Disher gets yet another knockout. And he gets it across, and he sees Colin Hunt get the ball for North. He gets it up as far as Gleeson, and Gleeson has knocked his little brother aside, and Brendan Gleeson will kick from the half-forward line for North. Kicks up towards centre half-forward. They'll all fly. No one can mark it. It comes to Beale. Real in trouble. Eventually gets a kick. Goes over towards Lenane. Good football over towards Green. And he's been knocked, and the free kick will go down the ground, and it'll be taken by Mark Russell. So Mark Russell with a chance to bring the scores a little bit closer for North. They're trailing on the scoreboard by some 23 points at this particular moment. Russell kicking from about 45 metres out, kicking into a stiff wind. So we wait for Russell to kick the ball into play. He kicks high. It's going back. I think he has kicked it. He has, and that's another goal on the board to North. That was a handy goal kicked by Mark Russell after the penalty kick had gone down the ground. Umpire Morgan coming in to bounce the ball, and we've been playing 15 minutes into the quarter. It favours Russell. He knocks it down towards James. Bolden gets it for North. Caught. Kicks high. It'll be marked by little Johnny Gleeson. I think it comes to ground. Runs into Russell. Kelson into the back of the North player, and the free kick is going to go back, and it'll go to Orr. North a chance to go into attack once again. He goes short. He's a chance for Ford. He gets as far as Sargent. The handball onto Throwan. Good football. And Ballarat pick up onto the forward line, looking for down in front. Pushed in the back by his opponent in Gordon Loader, but the umpire sees it and allows it to go on as the ball has gone over the boundary line. Another throw in to be effective in the forward pocket for Ballarat. They're leading 7-1-43 to North 4-2-26 as the ball comes back into play. It is Shelton, but Russell gets the knockout. As far as Cassius Ryan, taken by Kelson. kicks it high up onto the forward line. They'll all fly. No one can mark it. Comes to Gordon Loader. Loader gets the lead out on the centre wing. Driscoll in a good position in front of James. Will he gather the ball? And he does. And James manhandles him, but it's allowed to go on as Burke gets the ball for Ballarat. Kicks high up in the forward line. Mason from behind will mark, and he does. And he's marked in between goal and the behind post. So already Mason causing a lot of trouble to the North defenders. Has 3 on the board at the moment. A chance to kick number 4, and he's only about 5 metres out. But on the most acute angle, as he goes, kicks, and he has missed. So that takes Ballarat 7-2-44 to North 4-26. So we've played 17 minutes into the quarter as we wait for Kennedy to put the ball back into play for North from the Pleasant Street end. Sargent off the ground and coming back onto it for Ballarat. We have Anderson, who has recovered from that knock in the first quarter. As the ball is kicked high up into the Ballarat forward line, everyone goes for it. No one can mark it. The ball runs free for Sheldon. Kicks right across the goals. It goes out and will be thrown in around about 10 metres away from the behind post at the Pleasant Street end of the ground. Back into play once again. The ball's knocked away, only as far as Banks. He kicks the goal and he's put it through. So another handy goal to Ballarat. He's certainly putting in the goals here to take them to 8-2. So Banks has kicked his first goal for the game to take Ballarat 8-2, 50 to North 4-26 as 18 minutes have elapsed in the second quarter. Ballarat have kicked 3 goals in this quarter to North's 2 to this stage. Down it goes again. Disher, lion-hearted, gets the knock down only as far as Ford, I should say, coming through as Burke kicks it high up in the air, trying to get it over his head. It's gone as far as Disher, and a great mark has been taken by Donny Disher. Told to play on. The handball across as far as Burke. Burke kicks where it's all Ballarat over here. He's a chance for Drowan as he marks it. Centre wing. Drowan kicks long and high up towards full forward. Held in good position and wasn't awarded the mark. He's a chance for Ballarat as it goes to Gleeson. Gleeson goes into an open goal, kicks for goal and has missed. So Ballarat 8-3, 51 to North 4-26. Kennedy brings it out to the Sturt Street side, gets a lead over there from Fitzgerald in front of his mark, in front of Helson. So Fitzgerald will relieve goes short again, finds a teammate over there, and it looks like Jimmy Ford that is going to receive that pass. He kicks up onto the centre wing, looking for a teammate up there, found him too. It's right over that far side. He comes across the centre looking for Mark Russell, all on his own, right in the centre of the ground. Will kick. He gets a lead from Caldew. From behind, no one. He's a free kick, and it's going to go to the Ballarat player, and it's going back to, it looks like Veal, who was the recipient of it. He gets a lead over here from Percy Lang. Lang should mark, centre wing, plays on immediately, gets it across to Smith. Smith will have to go on his left foot, and a good smother by Mark Russell. Sees the ball go over the boundary line, half forward flank for North, when Ballarat were going to take the ball away through Smith. Good credit to Mark Russell there with that smother as the ball's coming back into play once again. It is Percy Lang who goes for the knockout. No one gets it. Comes to Gleeson and North. Gets it across as far as Brugman. Brugman kicks up onto the forward line. He's a chance for North as Caldew tried to knock the ball away. But good defence by Watson. Sees the ball go over the boundary line. The boundary throw in about 10 minutes away from the behind post, the end to which North are kicking. 20 minutes into the quarter as the ball has been put back into play. Disher up there. No one can take it out of the pack. Disher does. Gets a kick. He only gets as far as Vanderveer. They all fall over the top of the ball. No one can get it away until the umpire says, I'm going to bounce it. And he's going to bounce about 50 metres away from the North goal. Wade puts the ball back into play. It favours Disher. He's going to hit it backwards. He doesn't. It goes to ground. He's a chance for Ballarat to relieve. They do. They find Drowan out in front of the scoreboard. Drowan, a beautiful kick of the football. Gets it up onto the half-forward line. No one can mark it. Ballarat are leading 8-3, 51 to North 4-2, 26, and we've played 17 minutes into the quarter. With Ballarat leading 8-3 to North 4-2, 26. Here's a chance for Vanderveer. The kicker smothered. Ballarat defence doing well. Ballarat player caught with the ball, and the free kick is going to go against him, and it's going to the North player over there, and picking himself up off the ground is Vanderveer. Vanderveer from the 50 metre in front of the scoreboard, which sees Ballarat 51 to North 26. A badly needed goal for Ballarat as Vanderveer is taking plenty of time. Disher on the mark as they all congregate up in front of the goal, waiting for Vanderveer to put this ball into play once again. Certainly not going to run into the man on the mark. He's about 30 metres away from him at this particular moment. Comes into kick for goal now, runs up towards the man on the mark. The kick is good. It goes right across the goal. No one can mark it, but it's gone through for a behind to take North 4-3, 27. Ballarat leading 8-3, 51 as Watson brings the ball back for Ballarat. Kicks out onto the centre wing. Looks for a teammate over there. It comes as far as James. The little short pass finds Waldron. Or is it Gleeson in front of the box? It's Gleeson that's got it. He gets a lead in the centre. They'll all fly for it, and it's been marked, and marked very well by Mark Russell, and he'll kick from about 50 metres out. A little bit further out than the distance he kicked his previous goal. North badly needing another goal to be with Ballarat at half-time as 22 minutes have elapsed into this quarter. Russell from the 50 metre kicks right across the ground. Here's a chance for North there in front. No one can get it. It comes to ground. Here's a chance for Drowan. He'll have to get the bounce. He does. Caught without the ball. The umpire allows play to go on. It's kicked off the ground by Fitzgerald right up into the forward line. No one can mark it. It comes to ground. Picked up very quickly by the Ballarat defence into the centre. They'll all fly for it. A good mark has been taken right in the centre, and it's been taken by Banks onto his left foot. Goes out on the forward line looking for Trethown's got plenty of pace. Too much for O'Connor. Will it bounce for him? It doesn't. James tidies up for North. O'Connor caught without the ball, and I think he's going to be penalised now, says the umpire, and going to bounce it. Half forward flank for Ballarat. Ballarat leading 8-3, 51 to North 4-3, 27 as the ball is back into play once again. As Morgan puts the ball down, it favours Mark Russell. He gets the tap out, only comes as far as the Ballarat players, pushing the ground. No one can get it away at the moment. Here's a chance for Driscoll as he gets onto his left foot. It's all North here. Shelton showing too much pace for them. A good bump and sees the ball go over the boundary line, and the free kick is going to go back and it's going to be paid to the North player, the last line of defence. No, we're 8-3, 51 to Ballarat, and North are 4-3, 27, and we've played around about 25 minutes into the quarter. Ballarat leading 8-3, 51 to North 4-3, 27. Back into play as the umpire bounces at the half-forward flank for Ballarat. It's Disher and also Russell. Russell gets it down towards the boundary line. I think it'll beat all players over. It hasn't as yet, and all was met solidly there, but the ball has gone over the boundary line to be thrown in again, almost centre wing in front of the grandstand. That comes into play once again. It's Disher and Russell. Russell gets it down towards Orr. Orr will be the first to get the ball. The good handball onto Gordon Loader. In trouble, gets out of it, kicks up towards centre half forward. Here's a chance for Ballarat to mark, and they do. A good mark has been taken by Anderson, the halfback flanker for Ballarat. He kicks over on the centre wing, looks for Drowan. Drowan in front, has the ball knocked away from him, but he's got good support there from Burke. It gets to Drowan. Penalty not paid. It's gone down the ground, and it's been marked in the centre halfback position for North. The handball on across to Walden, or Michael Ryan. Ryan goes onto his right foot up towards centre half forward. They'll all fly for it again. No one can mark it. It comes to ground for North. He's a chance as they dive through the ball, and the free kick is going to go to the North player over there. He plays on immediately, gets it over towards half forward. He's a chance for James. He can't mark it. It comes to ground, but there's a free kick and you go to Peter James, and he's at centre half forward for North. They're trailing by 24 points at this moment. It will take a good kick for Peter James to kick from the 50-metre mark. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a 50 penalty, and it was imposed on his opponent in Driscoll. So James will kick from almost 5 metres out, couldn't miss. So we'll put this down to goal number 5 for North as they come back into the game. James to kick from only a matter of about 5 metres out, dead in front, should not miss. The kick on its way right through the centre, and that takes North to 5-3-33, getting a little bit closer to Ballarat as we come up towards half-time, with Ballarat leading 8-3-51, and we have North 5-3-33. The goal kickers to this stage, we have 2 to Burke, 3 to Mason, 1 each to Shelton and Banks and Sargent, and for North the goal kickers have been Caldew, Russell, Brugman, Howard and James. And there was bad play on the part of Sean Driscoll to allow James to kick from only 5 metres out as we wait for the umpire to put the ball back into play once again. Down it go, a good bounce. Russell gets it down as far as Walden. Walden can't get a kick, he's flung off the ball. It's going up towards North's half-forward line. Brugman gets the ball out to Russell. His kick is smothered, only as far as Orr, caught without the ball. The umpire allows play to go on. Comes to Van der Veer. Van der Veer is caught, has to get rid of it, and the free kick should go to Ballarat. It does, and it's going to go back there. Smith playing very well on that half-back line. And Smith kicks out onto the centre wing. They'll all fly for it. No one can mark it. Comes to Howard of North. Howard up onto the half-forward line and looking for Brugman. Punched away by the Ballarat defence, only as far as Orr. Caught with the ball. Beautiful tackle there. And the free kick is going to go back. And young Smith is doing a mighty job on Johnny Orr out there. He's taking him right out of the game at the moment. Smith with another kick out onto the centre wing. Looks for Disher. He knocks it on. Comes as far as Drowan. The handball onto to down. Ballarat off and running as he runs around the centre wing. Kicks up onto the forward line. Coming out to meet it is Kennedy, and he marks solidly. Plays on immediately. Sees no one behind him. Comes right across into the centre of the ground. Only Disher there on his own. Can he mark it? No. Goes over the head. He's a chance for Veal. It comes as far as Lenane. He can't get it for North. He's another handball. Good football out to Kelson. Kelson back to Jennings by the look of it. The handball over to Drowan, or Butterfan. Over across to Burke. Burke up into the full forward, up to where Pearsley James can't mark it. Here's a chance for Ballarat as Shelton goes towards goal. And it's put it through. So, an excellent goal kick by Shelton to take Ballarat to 9-3-57, North 5-3-33. That's Shelton's second goal, and he did it well. Back in the centre as the half-time siren just about ready to sound. Dasher coming through, and he's inspired. He gets the ball across to Kelson. Kelson up onto the half-forward line. It's running free. No one can get it. He's a chance for Ballarat. It's Driscoll. He kicks for goal, and he put it through. A magnificent goal by Driscoll of Ballarat. So Ballarat in the last couple of minutes have kicked 2 great goals. That takes them to 10-3. 10-3-63, North 5-3-33. As I mentioned, half-time just about ready to have the ball back in the centre once again. Down it goes. Disher across to James of North. He kicks him into attack. Russell in front. Watson doing well. He will knock the ball on. It comes to Watson. He kicks towards the boundary line. Van der Veer gets towards it, but he can't before it goes over the boundary line, and the boundary umpire is going to put it back into play. Half forward flank for North. Back into play as half-time is very imminent. Disher, good knockout, comes as far as Butterfan. Butterfan up towards the centre. No one can mark it. Howard traps it for Ballarat. Then Kelson gets in. It's caught around the leg. The umpire says, I'm going to bounce it. And he's going to bounce the centre half forward for North. Down it goes once again. The lion-hearted Disher will get another knockout. He does it well. Gets it across to Butterfan. The handball up towards centre half forward. Hunt comes out for North. Gets it up to where Walden has the ball knocked away from him. Either chance for Kelson to get the handball across. Picked up by Anderson. But it'll be marked by Caldew. Caldew plays on immediately. Up in front is the Ballarat player, but a good mark has been taken by Brugman. And Brugman from 50 metres out will kick for goal and one at North. Well, the siren has gone, so it is a very important kick. I think he might be out too far. No 15 or 50 metre penalty coming his way this time as we wait for Brugman to kick for goal. It will be North 6, or will they go in trailing by about 30 metres? The kick is on its way. It's not a bad sort of a kick. As a matter of fact, it's a beautiful kick. It's gone right through the centre, and that is Brugman's second goal to leave Ballarat 10-3 to North. Brugman just kicked the goal for North after the siren, so they're still in the game. Ballarat 10-3-63, North 6-3-39 of the grand final in 1988, in which Ballarat are leading 10-3-63 to North 6-3-39. I noticed that Mark Russell is at centre half back on Shelton. Been a bit of a will-o'-the-wisp up there. Peter James in the centre of the ground, so he may be doing the ruck work. We have Caldew up at full forward, and also Kennedy back at full back for North. Just waiting for the umpire to clear the fence. Premiership football this quarter, the third quarter, the make or break. Thank you very much, Tony. Well, we'll wait for umpire Morgan to put the ball back into play. Ballarat leading by 4 goals, North going with the wind, and this is a very important quarter as far as they're concerned, as the ball is bounced. Favours Disher. He gets it down to Tathown. He can't take it away. No player can get the ball out. The umpire watches very closely as James, as it gets it across to a teammate, kicked off the ground towards half forward, going across as Anderson falls at the vital stage, goes to where Disher dies on the ball. It's caught around the neck. The umpire is going to penalise him for holding the ball, and the free kick is going to go to Lemaine at centre half forward for North. Kicks over to where Leeston has made a good lead for North, and has marked for about 55 metres out, dead in front. Goes on with it quickly. Kicks long. It goes up towards the full forward, and Caldew tried to mark it. Couldn't do so. It goes to where Orr and his opponent go to the ball, but the ball has beaten them over the boundary line, and it'll be thrown in by about 10 metres away from the behind post. North desperately wanting a goal here from this sortie up into their attack as the ball comes back. Disher gets it. He's a chance for North. They can't get it. He's spun to the ground, and Ballarat will run it through for a behind to take them to 6-4. 40. Ballarat leading 10-3, 63, and North 6-4, 40. As the fullback Watson brings the ball back into play, looking for Kelson from behind, can't mark it, knocks towards the boundary line, and eventually gets it over, and the umpire looked very closely as to whether it was deliberate. The ball to be thrown back into play, half forward flank for North as they go towards the Pleasant Street end of the ground, with the wind behind them, trailing by 23 points. The ball is brought back into play once again. Lang does the ruck work for Ballarat, knocks it towards the boundary line in good defensive play, and once again the boundary umpire is brought on to bring the ball back into operation. He's bringing it back around about 50 metres away from the North goals. throws it high. Lang can't get the knockout. Gets to Driscoll. The handball, and Kelton caught around the neck, and the umpire sees it, and it's going to go back to the Ballarat player on the half-back flank for Ballarat. No leads forthcoming. He's going to go into the centre of the ground. He does. Looks for big players. Shelton up in front. Should mark. Doesn't. It comes to ground. Russell knocks it on for North. Over as far as Gleeson. Gleeson up onto the half-forward line. Up towards full forward. The ball is running free. Watson first to it. Does it well. Is caught. Has to handball towards the boundary line. He's a chance for forward of North. Gathers in quickly. Runs around opponents. Gets a lead over in the centre half forward, and a good mark. No, it's not allowed. It's Vanderveer gets it for North. Goes onto his left foot. Kicks high up towards full forward. They'll all rise for it here. No one can mark it. At least it has been marked by North, and it's been marked by Caldew. So Caldew on the right side of the goals. He's a right footer. Should have no difficulty in putting this one through, and it'll be a very handy one to North as we've been underway by 5 minutes into this quarter. Caldew kicking from the left forward pocket. North trailing on the scoreboard by 23 points as Caldew kicks truly, and it's straight through the centre, and it's gone to North, and that's Caldew's second goal to take North to 7-4, 46 to Ballarat 10-3, 63. So I mentioned premiership quarter, the third one, and North are first away. They've kicked 7 points in this quarter, and Ballarat yet to score. As we wait for the umpires to put the ball back into play once again. It was a good mark by Caldew in that forward pocket, and he made no mistake. Certainly come on in his football in the last couple of seasons when he started with the reserves last year. Umpire Morgan to put the ball back into play once again. The bounce is high. It favours Disher, but it's not coming up over the top as the North player. Goes to Vanderveer. He can't get it. He's a chance for Field. Up onto the forward line. And now here's the chance for Lanane. Can he pick it up? He can't. Redden into the back. The umpire sees it, and the free kick is going to go to the North interchange player in Lanane. So he'll only kick from about 30 metres out on the very slightest of angle, and this is bringing North back into the game. They're only trailing by 17 points at this moment, with a chance of Lanane to kick goal number 8 as far as North are concerned. Wait for Lanane, kicking from about 30 metres out. On the slightest of angle, he kicks for goal. I think he's missed it, or has he? No, one behind to North to take them to 7-5, 47. Ballarat leading 10-3, 63, and we're played something like about 5 minutes into the third quarter as Watson brings the ball back into play. Only over the top of James's head. He's Tony Banks with it for Ballarat. Gets a lead from Burke. Coming up to meet it is Russell. Russell traps the ball well. Goes onto his left foot and up as far as Vanderveer, over his head. Knocked on by Jimmy Ford, only as far as Anderson. Anderson onto his left foot. Gets a lead on the centre wing to Drowan. He can't mark it. Knocked away by Veal. Up towards Colin Hunt in the centre of the ground. Taken away by Gleeson of Ballarat. Onto his left foot up to where Ryan and also Butterfat will go for the ball. Ryan, the first to arrive, is caught without the ball and he's going to be penalised. No, he's not. The umpire allows play to go on. No player can get it out, and the umpire is going to bounce at half-forward flank on the Sturt Street side for Ballarat. Ballarat going up to the scoreboard end. Haven't scored in this quarter. Kicking against the wind as the ball is thrown into the air. Free kick to North. Sisto allows the play to go on, but the free kick is going to go back to North this time, and it's going back to Waldron, the little rover for North. Plays on immediately. Kicks high over towards the boundary line. I think it'll beat all players over the boundary. Raw is the first to arrive for North. Swings around onto his left foot and then kicks high up onto the half-forward line. They all rise for it. A good mark by Ballarat, not allowed. The handball comes across towards Anderson. Then Watson chips in for Ballarat. He will get the ball across over to only as far as the centre. Here's Ryan for North, and also James. Gets it to Brugman. Brugman into an open goal, kicks for goal, and he's put it through. And that is Peter Brugman's third goal to take Ballarat on to 8-5. 53 and Ballarat 10-3, 63. So the margin has come down very rapidly. Only 10 points in favour of Ballarat at the moment, and that's Peter Brugman's third goal for North. And we've been playing 10 minutes into the quarter. Ballarat leading 10-3, 63. North 8-5, 53. So 10 points the difference. Will it be a repetition of the last time they met on the City Oval, where North came back from behind at half-time and ran all over Ballarat to win by about 6 goals? Back in the centre once again, and umpire Waite will do the operation as far as the umpires are concerned. The wind getting stronger. North would have to kick goals in this quarter, with Ballarat coming home in the last quarter with the wind right behind them. As Wade puts the ball down into the centre, it favours Disher. He gets at the back of the pack, only as far as to down. He should have had a free kick or gets the ball. Good handball over as far as Walton. He's caught without the ball. Play on, says the umpire, as Veal gets it for Ballarat. Kicks up onto the forward line. They'll all fly. Butterfant has marked it, and the umpire says play on. A bit harsh, I think, there, umpire Morgan. I thought that Butterfant had marked at centre-half forward. The bounce will take place at centre-half forward for Ballarat. And they want a goal badly, or a score, to break the run of North. As down it goes. Shelton tried to knock it away. Only comes as far as Lang. He can't get his kick very far. He comes Ryan for North. Bounces the ball once, gets away from Driscoll. Kicks up onto the half-forward line. Coming from behind, no one can get it. Then it's punched away by Veal. Over as far as Anderson. Anderson up onto the half-forward line, but out on the full, and the penalty kick will be taken by Peter James of North. Kicking from the half-back line on the Sturt Street side is James, and normally a good kick. And this is no exception. Kicks towards centre-half forward. They all rise, but a Ballarat mark has been taken in front of the pack, waiting for that player to get up, and it looks like Peter Lang, who has got the ball. Kicks up onto the half-forward line. Ryan in front. Can't mark it. It comes to ground. Here's a chance for Ballarat as the handball comes across. As far as Banks, he's nailed, and nailed very well indeed. The ball is running free. O'Connor gets it for North. Over the top wing. No free kick. Comes out to Gordon Loader. The handball onto James. Up onto the half-forward line go North. Leonane from behind is holding his opponent. Knocked over towards Disher. Disher knocks it over towards Anderson. He gets it across to Veal. The handball onto Lang. Ballarat out of trouble as Lang comes across the centre of the ground. Kicks up onto the half-forward line. It's all Ballarat here. Should be marked, and it comes free. Here's a chance for Sargent. As they play on. The kick, a bad one. He'll only find North. No, they won't. They all go for it. And here's a chance for Mason. Mason has knocked off the ball just before he was going to kick it and put it out on the full. And the penalty kick will be taken by North in the last line of defence, and taken by, it looks like Ryan down there. Ryan kicks the ball out onto the centre wing in front of the grandstand. The ball flies. Shelton can't mark it. It comes to Ford. Only kicks as far as Peter Lang. It's over his head, and also Smith. Vanderveer and Smith fighting for it on the ground. The umpire is going to come in and bounce it in the centre wing in front of the grandstand, with the margin only 10 points in favour of Ballarat. 10-3-63 to North 8-5-53 as we wait for Waite, the umpire, to put the ball back into play. Disher in front, gets it across to Sargent. Ballarat will go into attack as he kicks high. Shelton will mark, and he does. And he's about 60 metres out, a long way away from goal. He's going to play on immediately. Kicks the ball high. They'll have to come from behind. They all go up. No mark, yes it has been, and marked well by Mick Ryan of North. He will come out towards the grandstand once again. Up goes Sargent and also Ryan. It comes to Shelton. Shelton's kick is smothered. It comes back as far as Colin Hunt. Sargent caught with the ball, and the umpire is going to come in and bounce it. Half-forward flank for Ballarat. Wait for umpire Morgan to put the ball back into play, and we've been playing, when we have a look at the clock, we've been playing something like 13 minutes into the quarter, as Disher gets it down as far as Sargent, but taken away by Fitzgerald. His kick will go out on the full, and the free kick will be taken by the Ballarat player right in front of the coach's box down here. Waiting for the ball to be relayed back here, and the kick is going to be taken by Kelson. Kelson from the half-forward line for Ballarat. He'll kick high. He kicks up to where Butterfant will fly. No one can mark it. Comes to ground. Sargent to push in the back. Comes out to Kennedy onto his left foot. Finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald marking on the half-back line for North. Fitzgerald goes across towards the centre. Looks for Orr from behind. Veal will mark. He does. Was going to play on. He will now. He has to play on. He's in trouble. He goes for the right foot, looking for Drowan. Drowan in good position. Can he mark it? He does. And the umpire has awarded the mark to Drowan on the half-forward flank in front of the scoreboard. 63-53 in favour of Ballarat. And we've been playing 15 minutes as Drowan kicks high up towards full forward. They'll all fly for it. No one mark it. It comes to Banks. Onto his left foot, over to Sargent on his own. Will it bounce? It does. Can he get it? He kicks and he kicks. He kicks through. It doesn't really matter because Ballarat have marked right in the last line, and I'll just wait and see who it is. It looks like it's David Butterfan who was marked down there, and he will only kick from about 5 metres out, a goal that Ballarat dearly won. As Butterfan kicks, and kicks truly. So Ballarat go on the scoreboard 11-3, 69 to North of 85-53. That stretches the margin out to 16 points, and we've been playing 15 minutes into the quarter. Butterfan kicks his first goal for Ballarat, take Ballarat to 11-3, 69, North are 85-53 as the umpires are ready to put the ball back into play. And as I mentioned before, the wind howling up here at the City Oval. James in the centre for North. Down it goes again. Colin Hunt doing the ruck work. Gets it down, a good tap towards Fleece. Comes back to Hunt. Gets up on the half-forward line. Knocked on by Brugman. Only as far as the Ballarat player, and he's been pushed in the back. But the umpire said the ball was held to him, and the ball is going to be bounced. Centre half-forward for North, who are trailing on the scoreboard by 16 points, and it's halfway through the third quarter. They bounce the ball at the true centre half-forward position for North. Down it goes once again. Brugman and Disher. Disher over the top to Vanderveer. Onto his left foot. Up onto the forward line. It'll bounce, I think, contrary for Watson. He does it well. He goes for the handball. Finds Smith. Smith in trouble on the ground. Driscoll gets it. Over towards Percy Langer, who has met very solidly. Ball towards the boundary line. Won't go over. Will now. And the boundary umpire, I think, just about ready to suggest. Here comes Ballarat through Gleeson, up onto the half-forward line, looking for Sargent, can't mark it. The ball comes to Drown, no one can get it. Fitzgerald gets across the loader, caught with the ball, dropping it at the crowd roar. Comes to Orr, Orr is caught with the ball, then the handball to Russell. Plenty of North players here as Vanderveer gets it for North. Goes right across the ground looking for Gleeson. It's too far for him. Has he got the pace? He hasn't. It comes back to Browan of Ballarat. And Ballarat go across looking for Butterfan. Will the ball bounce for him? He's too quick for Colin Hunt. Has kicked it off the ground. He has another chance to pick it up. He does. Is caught with the ball. Then gets away with it. Butterfan, the handball, comes across to Shelton. Shelton goes in towards Tony Banks at centre half forward, and Banks is marked no more than about 30 metres out. A chance to kick his second goal, and Ballarat's 12th. So he's only about 30 metres out, dead in front, and we've been playing some 17 minutes into the quarter as Banks lines up for goal number 2, and also Ballarat's 12th. Normally a very good kick of the football. Found out that he is a left footer by the way he's going to approach this. He kicks, and he kicks truly too. So that's another goal to Ballarat, kicked by Tony Banks, that takes it 12-3, 75 to North 85-53. So the margin has increased with those two goals kicked by Butterfan and also Banks in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this quarter. 18 minutes are left in the third quarter. Ballarat leading 12-3, 75 to North 85-53. With the ball back in the centre once again, and umpire Morgan coming in to bounce the ball. Bounces high, knocked away by Lang, only as far as James of North. It kicks high, right out on the wing. Rowan will mark, he doesn't, recovers quickly, gets it onto his left foot. He's the racehorse in Trathown, and also O'Connor. Trathown showing tremendous amount of courage, pushes the ball over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard. 12-3, 75 Ballarat to North 85-53. Back into play once again. Up they go. Russell gets the knockout as far as Peter James. And a sleeveless Guernsey kicks up onto the half-forward line. Field in front can't mark it, but Jimmy Ford, I think, got the ball. Kicks high where Watson should mark for Ballarat. Goes over his head. Willoughby below. It's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go back to Graham Watson, the fullback for Ballarat. He's done an excellent job up there too. Comes right across the ground looking for a teammate there. Will he find him? They're over to Butterfan. He can't get it. It comes to Ryan, caught with the ball. The umpire left. At At the moment, we're 18 minutes into the quarter, and Ballarat have kicked 2 goals in the last couple of minutes to lead 12-3-75 to North 8-5-53. So Ballarat leading on the scoreboard. They are 75 to North 53 at this particular moment. Young Walden caught high from the centre wing, kicks North into attack. Up to where a good mark, or could have been a mark, was taken by James. Caught his opponent around the neck. It comes to Ford. He has to handball. Comes to Anderson. Anderson caught without the ball, and the umpire has penalised him for holding it, and the free kick is going to go back to Peter Brugman. Brugman right out about 70 metres. Kicks long, kicks high. It'll go up towards full forward. A good defence by Watson again, and Beale will take it over the boundary line for Ballarat in the forward pocket for North. In the left-hand forward pocket for North. They're trailing on the scoreboard by 22 points at the moment as 20 minutes have elapsed in the third quarter. As the boundary umpire puts it back into play once again. Up it goes. Knocked away by Ballarat over the line once again in a very good defensive manner. Ballarat leading 12-3-75, North 8-5-53 as we wait for the ball to be thrown back into play once again. Back it comes in, and it's going to be Disher. Knocked away by Butterfan. Only as far as James runs into a lot of trouble. Vanderveer tries to get it. Kicks high. It could be marked by North here. I think it has been, and it's been marked by a Ballarat player or a North player. It has been marked. It's been marked by Caldew. And Caldew at this moment has 2 kicks on the board. One that North will be hoping that he steers through. He kicked one from this very point just a moment ago. Kicks on his way, and he's put it straight through the centre. So that brings North a little bit closer, coming up towards three-quarter time. Ballarat are leading 12-3-75, and we wait for North score to go up 9-5-59. The margin back to 16 points as 22 minutes have elapsed in the third quarter. It's umpire Morgan to put the ball back into play. Disher having a little bit of a spell as Lang does the ruck work. Knocked away by Russell up onto the half-forward line. Beale's the first to receive. He gets a handball across to a teammate, but in trouble. He's North with the ball. Can they get it out? Here's a chance for Vanderveer up onto the half-forward line. Watson, the ever-reliable Watson, gets it onto his left foot. Finds it over there. It should be marked by Drowan. He doesn't mark it. The umpire allows play to go on. It comes out to North to Caldew. He gets the handball onto Walden. Walden too quick for his opponent. Lost the ball. It comes back to Lanane. He goes short in towards the centre half forward, and it's been marked by Johnny Orr. Normally a good kick. Possibility of putting the ball right in the square for North. He's kicking from about 65 metres out. The wind behind him. The left footer. One that he goes short, looks for, and finds Brugman just inside the 50-metre mark, and that was bad play on the part of the Ballarat defence there. Butterfant let him get away, so here's a chance for Peter Brugman to bring North that little bit closer as time is ticking away. 23 minutes gone into the third quarter. Peter Brugman kicking from something like about 48 metres out. The wind, as I've indicated, right behind him. He kicks. I think he's kicked offline. He has, and he has missed. Another behind going on the board for North. They are 9-6, trailing Ballarat 12-3. 12-3 Ballarat 75 to North 9-6 60 as the ball brought back into play. Peter Lang in front is marked, and he will put Ballarat up onto the centre line. He gets it's right, it's about 23 minutes into the quarter. North have kicked a couple of goals. Ballarat have kicked a couple. And here's an opportunity for Sargent to put Ballarat further ahead. He's got a free kick, and he's only about a 30-metre out. And Ballarat are leading 12-3-75 to North 9-6 60. And we've played 23 minutes into the quarter with Ballarat leading 12-3-75 to North 9-6 60. It's Sargent kicking from about 30 metres out, kicking into the wind. He's already kicked one goal. Will it be number 2 for the diminutive Rover? He's kicked on its way. He kicks and I think he's missed. Yes, he has. So Ballarat go to 12-4, 76 to North 9-6-60, and 23 minutes as Kennedy brings the ball back into play. Kicks to where a great mark has been taken by Peter James, and the mark is going to go back to him, and he'll kick from the true centre half back. He runs right across in front of his opponent, kicks low, up towards where Veal will mark for Ballarat, does so. Veal relieves the situation as far as Ballarat is concerned. Kicks high, looking for Lang, they'll all fly, no one can mark it. It comes to Ryan, also Jimmy Ford. He's a chance for Ryan, he's met solidly there. At Langy, showing any amount of pace, gets it to Tathown. He shows it towards little Gleeson. Gleeson in trouble, good shepherd there by Mason. He's caught with the ball, and what's the umpire going to do? In front of the crowd, he's going to penalise him for holding the ball, and it's going to go back to Kennedy of North on the half-back flank for North. Oh, he kicks high, up in the air, looking for Brugman. No one can mark it. Comes to Veal, caught around the neck, goes to Jennings, up onto the half-forward line, knocked away. Here's a chance for Mason. Can he get to the ball? Ballarat get it up onto their attack, but Kennedy will mark for North. Gets the lead onto the centre wing. Drops in front of Cassius Ryan. He's first to recover towards the boundary line. No one can get it. Pushed in the back was the Ballarat player, but the boundary umpire indicator was over the boundary line. A throw-in to be affected on the half-forward line for Ballarat. They're leading by 16 points at the moment as we come into the time-on period. Disher gets a high, good knock. Goes to Ryan, he's caught with the ball. Has to get rid of it. Comes as far as Peter Lang, but he can't get it before it goes over the boundary line, and the throw-in will be affected. Centre wing in front of the grandstand. Just on three-quarter time here at the City Oval as the ball's coming back. Disher tries to knock it over the top of Howard's head. No one can get it, and the free kick is going to go to North. It goes to Stephen Howard. Centre wing. North want a goal badly as he goes right across the centre looking for Van der Veer. They'll all fly. Van der Veer in front, can't mark it. It comes to Orr. Oh, clever play, Johnny Orr. Onto his left foot, but he only kicks as far as Peter Lang, and Lang has marked half-back flank for Ballarat. Been a great game from Percy Lang as he's marked half-back flank. Goes short, gets a lead from Smith, and Smith does it well. Or has he? The ball has been knocked over the boundary line, and the boundary umpire is going to throw it in as we're played 27 minutes into the third quarter, with Ballarat still leading by 16 points. They're up by 24 at half-time. Now they're up by 16. Comes back into play. Russell knocks it towards the boundary line. Kelson gets the ball for Ballarat, goes onto his left foot, only as far as towards Howard. Howard gets for North. The left footer, right up into the centre half forward position. They'll all fly, and it's been marked by Brugman. Brugman plays on immediately, gets a lead over in the forward pocket, but it should be marked, and it has been. The umpire says no, you're manhandled, and the free kick is going to go to North in the forward pocket, and I think it's Lenane who had a shot a little while ago and registered only behind. So we'll wait for this kick. It is Lenane, the interchange player, who is going to kick from around about 30 or 40 metres away. Comes in to kick the goal for North. One they really want to kick on its way. Straight through the centre by the players up there. It takes North to 10-6, 66. 10 points the difference now, and Ballarat are leading 12-4, 76 as we're played 28 minutes into the quarter. That's Lenane's first goal for North. And we have Ballarat 12-4 to North 10-6. 10 points the difference in favour of Ballarat as a three-quarter time. Right, just on three-quarter time up here, Ballarat are leading 12-4, 76. To North 10-6, 66 as North go into attack again. Ballarat 10 points in front, 12-4, 76, North 10-6, 66. He Here's a chance for North to come a little bit closer as Peter Brugman kicks from centre half forward. The kick on its way. It goes towards goal. They'll all fly. No one can mark it. And it's through for a behind. Oh, wait a minute. There's a free kick going to be given to North. And the free kick is going back. And it's coming back to Caldew. So the margin could possibly be only 4 points coming up towards a three-quarter time. As Caldew will kick for goal. He's already, in my book, he's got 3, and it's been a very good quarter. He's kicked 2 in this one. He kicks for goal. He kicks, and he kicks truly. So North come to within 4 points of Ballarat at just on three-quarter time. The scoreboard shows Ballarat 12-4, 76. North are 11-6, 72, so 4 points the difference as we've ticked away for just on 30 minutes. So it has been a good quarter as far as North are concerned. They've already kicked 6, they've kicked 5 goals in this quarter. The wind certainly making inroads in it as Russell kicks towards the half-forward line. Ballarat player held without the ball, won't get a free kick. The ball on the ground, and it's going to be about at a centre half forward for North as they trail by 4 points coming up towards a three-quarter time. What has been a great game of football, in particular this third quarter, where North have done all the attacking. Ballarat getting 2 goals against the wind. Umpire Morgan puts the ball back into play as Russell thumps towards half forward. Here's a chance for Ballarat. North, I should say. Brugman gets the ball, kicks up onto the half forward line. Here's a chance for Smith, and they knock it away. Watson, and also Smith comes to Orr. Orr too quick for, here's a chance for Orr now. He has to go for the handball. It comes back, good smother by Ballarat. Here's a chance for Ballarat to come out, but there's no one here, only North. Will it go towards the boundary line? It's going towards it. Will he get it before it goes over? Brugman has got it. Misses the free kick. Is going to go back to him. Now it goes to Howard. Howard in trouble. Drops the ball. Comes to Sargent. Caught without the ball, and the ball has gone over the boundary line for a throw-in desperate football in that last couple of seconds of this quarter. Back into play once again. Back it comes. Lang and Russell. Lang gets the knockout. Goes to Ford. He's caught without the ball, and the free kick has to go to Jimmy Ford, the North player. So here's a chance for North to hit the front for the first time of the game. He kicks up towards full forward. They'll all fly as the wind brings it back. They'll all go up in the air. No one can mark it. At least he's going to be awarded the mark, and it's going to go back, and it's been marked by Graham Watson. Watson from the last line of defence for Ballarat kicks high over the centre wing. They'll all fly for it. Russell in front can't mark it. Tax on the mill, and the umpire's going to bounce it. Half forward flank for North. 4 points the difference in favour of Ballarat. 12-4, 76 to North, 11-6, 72. Very dark at the City Oval as the ball is down. Lang gets it down towards his rover in Kelson. Kelson will get it for Ballarat, swings back onto his right foot. Here's a chance for Butterfan. Can he mark it? He does. And he marks centre wing for Ballarat. We've been playing some 32 minutes into the quarter. And it is coming towards three-quarter time as they look for Shelton. Shelton has the ball knocked away from him, comes as far as James, caught without the ball, and there's the siren for three-quarter time, and we have Ballarat leading by 4 points. 12-4, 76 to North Ballarat, 11-6, 72. Final with Ballarat leading by 4 points, 76 to North 72. As we wait for Ian Waite, the umpire, to put the ball back into play. We have 30 minutes left. Who's going to be premiers for 1988? Down the ball goes. It favours Disher. He gets the tap out, goes to Gleeson of Ballarat, kicks up to where it'll be marked, and has been marked by Fitzgerald of North. Fitzgerald goes to the outer wing. They all fly for it. No one can mark it. Comes to ground. He's North, well in attendance. It's Caldew, I think, has got the ball. He has. He kicked up towards full forward. Here's a chance for Ballarat to take a mark. It has been marked by Watson in the last line of the fence. So Watson brings the ball straight up into the centre. Looks for Lang, who's in front, and he has been outmarked and marked by Johnny O'Connor, who took that mark for North on the centre wing. So North to go back into attack. He gets a lead, does it well over the top of his head, and it'll go over the boundary line for a throw-in on the half-forward line for North. North trailing by 4 points, and we're underway by a minute into the last quarter, as the boundary umpire will put the ball back into play. Half-forward flank for North in front of the grandstand. It goes back. Disher gets the tap out, comes towards the boundary. Before any of the players can get it, it will go over once again, and another throw-in will be effected. Ballarat going with the wind in the last quarter, only leading by 4 points after being up 24 points at half-time. As the ball comes back, Disher does it well, gets it down to Veal. Veal up onto the half-forward line over the top of the players. It comes to Tathown, ridden into the ground. He can't get a kick. Waldron gets it for North. He has to be nearly holding the ball. Goes with his left foot over onto the half-forward line. Will be marked by Drowan. Has been marked by him, and he's marked at centre half-back for Ballarat. Normally a long kick, and no doubt he's going to put the ball right up into attack for Ballarat. The kick on its way. It's a good kick. They fly for it. No one can mark it. Yes, they do. It is Colin Hunt that has marked it for North. Colin Hunt on the half-back line for North. He kicks over onto the other wing. It's all North, and it should be marked and has been marked by the player coming up there. It's Brugman who's got the ball for North as it gets very dark here. Brugman kicks North into attack. They all go up for it. The ball runs free. Here's a chance for Peter James onto his left foot. Kicks up onto the forward line. They'll all fly for it. They're knocked over towards Veal. Veal gets away for Ballarat and then kicks it over right in front of the grandstand. Here's some speedsters going here. Will Banks get there first, or will his opponent? It goes over the boundary line, and Kelson couldn't get there in time to retrieve the ball, and the ball is going to be thrown back into play once again. Half-back flank for Ballarat. As the ball comes back into play once again, Stephen Howard for North. Disher gets it down as far as Gleeson. Over the head of players up on the centre wing. Coming through is Colin Hunt. Only gets it as far as the centre wing. Here's a chance for North if they can get it. Sheldon gets it for Ballarat. Handball's on. Here's a chance for Tathown if he can nail it. He has. The handball across to Burke. Here's a chance for Burke if he can get through the pack. Does it well. The handball onto his teammate. Here's a chance for Tony Banks. He's on his left foot. He kicks for goal and he put it through. And that would be a lifter as far as Ballarat are concerned. A great goal by Tony Banks. Brought about by good teamwork. And Ballarat get that vital goal in the last quarter. That's Banks' third for the quarter. And Ballarat go to 13-4, 82. To North 11-6-72, so they've opened up a margin of 10 points, and we've been playing 4 minutes into the last quarter. With the ball back in the centre once again, with Ballarat leading by 10 points. A good goal by Tony Banks that time. Ian Waite, the umpire, puts the ball down once again. It favours Colin Hunt. Fisher gets the knockout up towards centre half forward coming through. Oh, there must be a free kick to Ballarat. The advantage rule not paid. Peter Lang gets the ball on the half forward line from Ballarat. Goes high, looks for Mason. Mason can't mark it. It comes over towards Gleeson of North. Gleeson gets onto his left foot, swings it up onto the centre wing. No one can mark it. Comes to ground. Here's a chance for Big Dish. Big Dish goes up onto the forward line, looking for Sheldon. He'll fly from behind, and he's taken a beautiful mark. Richard Sheldon, who has been one of the finds of the year. Here's a chance for the young fellow to put Ballarat further ahead. He has 2 goals on the board, and he's going for goal number 3 and Ballarat 14. So Sheldon with a chance to put Ballarat further ahead. They're leading by 10 points at the this moment, and we've been playing 5 minutes. As he's Richard Sheldon lining up for goal number 3 for Ballarat, and if he kicks it, he certainly is going to make a margin that he's missed it to take Ballarat to 13-5, 83 to North 11-6, We had a goal kicked by Tony Banks, a beautiful one on the run to put Ballarat up by 10 points, and now they are 11 points up as the ball's been brought back into play. Here's a chance for Banks again. He gets it over to his teammate, but Loader will take it away for North. Up into the centre where Veal should mark, goes over his head. Coming through strongly is Jennings. He gets a little kick up towards Disher, and also Stephen Howard. He can't get it. Driscoll shows him the way, knocks it on towards Thown. The handball, and he's nailed by Kelton. Here's a chance for Peter James. Gets the handball across to Mick Ryan. Goes onto his left foot, up into the centre of the ground. North in good precision. Brugman suddenly comes as far as Burke. Here's a chance for Gleeson. He gets across to Vanderveer. A bad bounce, a contrary bounce. Here comes to Burke for Ballarat. He can't get it. Gets it over to a teammate. Caught without the ball. Comes to Vanderveer. Vanderveer can't get rid of it. And the umpire allows play to go on as it comes to Orr. Up to the lane. They meet heavily. Ballarat get the ball out as far as Smith. Onto his left foot. And it's felled after he's kicked it. And the umpire allows play to go on. Has Peter Lang in good precision. Can't mark it. Peter Brugman goes for an open goal. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. And it bounces through. And North come back with Brugman kicking his 4th goal for the game. Bad decision on the part of the umpire there to allow North to get in and get that goal. Ballarat leading 13-4, 82 to North 12-6, 76. So the margin is 6 points once again. 4 points, I should say. 13-4, 82. North 12-6, 78. Brugman has kicked 4 goals and Calduke 4 for North Ballarat. We have 3 to Banks and also 3 for Mason at Ballarat as the ball is back in the centre once again. We're trebled 8 minutes into the quarter as Disher thumps it towards the half-forward line. Comes as far as Shelton. Can he gather the ball in? He's playing it towards the boundary. Has time to recover. Goes back onto his left foot. Kicks up to where it's all North. They'll all fly for it. And a good mark has been taken in the last line of defence by O'Connor. So O'Connor in the back pocket for North. Will kick the ball around, gets a lead. They all fly forward here. Good mark has been taken by Stephen Howard of North. Swing onto his left foot into the centre. Players getting very, very tired. They'll all go up. Knocked away. Over towards. He's a chance. All little Gleeson if he can grab it. He does from Ballarat. Gets the lead up from Mason. Mason caught without the ball. Has to get a free kick. Umpire says no. Gleeson kicks off the ground and it goes towards the boundary and it'll be thrown in about 10 minutes away from the goal post, the end of which Ballarat are kicking. 9 minutes have elapsed in the last quarter with Ballarat leading 13-4, 82 to North 12-6, 78. The margin 4 points. Ball back into play. Knocked away by Hunt. Right over the boundary once again in defensive fashion. Call on the umpire, boundary umpire, to put the ball back into play once again. As I mentioned, the margin only 4 points, but plenty of time for either side to win it. 9 minutes gone in the last quarter as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Shelton does the ruck work. Colin Hunt. Hunt knocks it towards the boundary once again. It comes to Loader. He can't get it. Ballarat with Sargent gets the handball over as far as Gleeson. Taken away by Hunt. Up onto the centre wing. Disher from behind can't mark it. Here's the pace of James for North. He goes up onto the half-forward line to an open forward line. Ballarat running towards it. Knocked away. Here's a chance for Anderson. Does it and gets it over towards Kelson. Can he trap it? No, he can't. Has met very solidly. Here's a chance for James. He can't get it. Ballarat players and North players all over the top of the ball, and the umpire is going to bounce it. Half-forward flank in front of the grandstand with a margin only 4 points. A great game in the grand final of 1988 as he puts the ball down. It favours Russell. Russell gets in the back of Russell, but the free kick is going to go to Disher in the ruck. Disher kicks up onto the half-forward line, looking for Shelton. Shelton can't mark it, but Colin Hunt does, and he's certainly coming into the game in this last quarter as Hunt gets it across into the centre, looks for Russell. They'll all fly for it. It's knocked away. It comes to Banks. He can't get it. It goes to Drowan. Over onto the half-forward line. He's a chance now for Ballarat. Tony Banks, the man who's got place. He's forward. A good tackle by the player from North. It's all North here now. It's running free. Here's a chance for them. Will it bounce? It does. It goes across towards O'Connor. A great brother. And Burke gets the ball up onto the half-forward line. No one can get towards the ball before it'll go towards the boundary line. Still in play as they fight for it over there in the far pocket. 4 points the difference. And we've had 11 minutes into the last quarter. North hanging on desperately into it, and Ballarat also hanging on, trying to get that ball up into attack. The ball back into play. Shelton gets the ball down as far as the North player. It kicks up onto the centre wing. It goes as far as to Thown. Will he get it before it goes in over the boundary line? He has. He comes across the handball. A good one too, to his teammate. Up onto the centre half forward. Shelton can't mark it. Comes to Sargent. He can't get it. It's over. Here's a chance for Peter Lang as he goes onto his left foot. Finds Mason, or will it go through? Goes the wrong way, and Ballarat progressed onto the scoreboard of 13-5-83 with Mason in the square all on his own. Lang trying to get across with the left foot, and would have been a golden opportunity. Mason was all on his own as Russell brings the ball back for North. Kicks out onto the centre wing. They'll all fly. No one can mark it. Comes to ground. Little Gleeson for Ballarat is in there. Also the North opponent in Jimmy Ford. Takes one bounce. A good shepherd by Howard. Allows Ford to take the ball right around that centre wing. He's run right up towards half forward. Will have to kick eventually. He might muck it up. He fell over, and what a golden opportunity for North to get the ball into attacking. It comes back to him again. This time he's going to kick it. He kicks up towards full forward. A little nudge. The umpire allows play to go on. Here's a chance for Brugman. Another handball across the lane, and Lemane has kicked it. And North have hit the front by 1 point. And we've been playing 13 minutes into the quarter. Another goal to North to take them to 13-6. Ballarat 13-5. North, the first time in front for the whole game. They're a point in front at this particular stage. What a grand final for 1988 in front of a big crowd up here at the City Oval. As the umpire the ball back in the centre as we wait for umpire Morgan to come in and bounce the ball. We've played 13 minutes. Disher goes for it. Comes to Gleeson, caught without the ball. The umpire allows play to go on. Here's a chance for Jennings. He gets it out to Drowan. Drowan, can he trap it? He does. Goes onto his left foot. Kicks towards centre half forward. It's all North. That has been marked by Colin Hunt, who certainly has come into the game in this last quarter. He kicks over towards the half forward line. Disher can't mark it. Comes to ground. North, Van der Veer. It comes to Ballarat. Here's a chance for little Gleeson. It's all Ballarat and Waldron. No one can mark it. It comes to McRyan. He can't get it. The ball out onto the half-forward line. He's caught without the ball, and the umpire allows play to go on. He's going to bowl it up on the half-forward line for Ballarat. They trail by 1 point. 13-6 North to Ballarat, 13-5. Down it comes again. Russell and Disher. Disher gets it. Oh, has to be a free kick to Ballarat, and it's going to be taken by Trethowne. And he'll kick from about 80 metres out. Plays on immediately. Gets a lead from Mason. And over it goes, and Mason is marked. He's marked in the forward pocket. Around about 30 or 40 metres out. A chance to put Ballarat back into in front. Waiting on Mason, who already has kicked 3 goals and certainly has contributed to the play of Ballarat today. So Mason kicking from there can even the score or put Ballarat back in front. A kick on its way, and I'd say it's through by the look of the crowd, and the Ballarat once again has hit the front. That's Mason's 4th goal, and it takes them to 14-5. 14-5 to North, 13-6-84. So the margin is 5 points in favour of Ballarat once again. 15 minutes have elapsed in the last quarter as the ball is back in the centre once again. What a great game it's been as the runner for North comes out, trying to inspire his players on. The ball through umpire Morgan goes down, and once again Disher doesn't get it this time. It comes to Trethowne. Also Waldron caught without the ball. Up onto the half-forward line. Lenane in front. He can't trap it. He does now. Pushed away by Romanik. And it goes over the boundary line. The throw in to be effective. The half-forward flank in front of the grandstand for North. They trail by 5 points at the moment. 14-5 to 13-6. And the umpire puts it back into play. It's Disher in front. Russell gets the knockout. went without the ball. It comes to Butterfan. Kicks Ballarat up onto the half-forward line. Good mark and went taken by Little Gleeson. The handball onto Thou. Another handball. It goes over as far as Rowan. Rowan onto his left foot. Sees Peter Lang up in the half-forward. Can he mark it? He does. And Peter Lang has marked no more than about 30 metres out, dead in front at the Pleasant Street end of the ground. A magnificent kick across there by Rowan. He saw Peter Lang making position, and Lang didn't let him down. Lang has been a very inspiring player for Ballarat here today, and he'll kick from no more than about 30 metres out. If he kicks it, it's going to give Ballarat a lead of about 11 points. Here's Lang coming in to kick. Here's Lang coming in to kick from about 30 metres out. The kick is on its way. The umpire doesn't move, and Ballarat have gone to 15-5-95, leading North 13-6-84. So the margin has increased out a little bit further now to 11 points, and that's Peter Lang's first goal. We've been playing some 17 minutes into the quarter with Ballarat leading 15-5-95 to North 13-6-84, a margin of 11 points at this particular stage. As the umpire puts the ball back into play once again, it's umpire Waite. It's a good dish over, a beautiful thump up towards half-forward. It comes to Lang again. A handball. The handball straight to Fitzgerald. But Disher will mark in the centre of the ground. He has. And the lion-hearted big ruckman has certainly played a great game here today. He's kicked, swings it up towards full forward. They all fly, no one can mark it, they do. And it's been marked by Sheldon, I think. And we'll just wait and see who it is that has got this mark. It was a magnificent mark in the pack. Well, wait till he turns his back on us. It's getting very dark at the City Oval. He is very deliberate in what he's going to do. And this would give Ballarat a very good margin indeed, as we're played about 18 minutes into the quarter. So it looks like David Butterfan who has taken that mark, and we're just waiting for Butterfan to put the ball on its way. A very vital kick as far as Ballarat are concerned. The kick on its way. The umpire moves across. They all fly, no one can mark it. Mason, also Vanderveer. Vanderveer kicks up onto the wing. The wing catches it towards the boundary line. It's going to go over. Ballarat 15-5-95 to North 13-6-84, and it's coming up towards 18 minutes into the last quarter as the boundary umpire is going to put it back into play once again. Here it goes. Hunt gets it. Over towards Beale. Beale in front, pushed in the back. No free kick. The handball across to Butterfan. Out it goes to Banks. Caught. Here's Banks. Onto his left foot. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Ryan knocks the ball away. It caught Loader. It comes to Colin Hunt. He has the handball. He does to James. James is caught. Plenty of pressure. Goes back to Gordon Loader. The handball over towards Vanderveer. In trouble. He's caught. He gets it back to Gordon Loader. He's in trouble. He kicks over to Warrior with Muscle. Should mark for North. The handball straight on to Cassius Ryan. He's a chance for North. He's caught with the ball. Good tackle and a good mark has been taken by Jennings. Not allowed, says the umpire. Played on, said the umpire, and he's going to bounce it in the centre of the ground with Ballarat leading by 11 points at this particular stage. They are 15-5 to North 13-6-84. Knockout. Disher gets it towards Banks. Banks onto his right foot. Kicks up to where Mason and also right. It comes to Ballarat. Here's a chance for them. The ball is running free. Here they go now onto the left foot. Kicks for goal. Missed out on the full. And we've been playing 20 minutes into the last quarter with Ballarat leading 15-5-95 to North 13-6-84. 20 minutes has elapsed. 11 points the difference in favour of Ballarat as the ball's kicked back. It'll be marked by Gleeson of Ballarat out on this half-forward line. He's been a good little player for Ballarat too. He'll put him back into attack. Kicks high up towards full forward. They'll all rise. No one can mark it. It comes to ground. Here's a chance for Butterfan. Pulled off the ball. Comes to Michael Ryan and North. Onto his left foot. Kicks high. Who will mark it? knocked away over towards Mason and also Kennedy. His handball is astray. It comes to where Ballarat has knocked it side. Howard gets the ball, gets it across to Vanderveer. Vanderveer onto his left foot, kicks up onto the half-forward line for North. It's all Ballarat. The handball, a good one, comes across to Lang. Lang will have to gather it. He does. He goes for the long handball once again. Will it bounce? North coming through. Good play, Brendan Gleeson, and he gets the ball for North. Kicks up towards full forward. A good mark, not allowed by the umpire, and he's going to allow it. It's going back to Watson. So 21 minutes of the left in the last quarter as Watson for Ballarat kicks over onto the half-forward line. Only to see it marked, missed by Vanderveer. He's besieged on by plenty of Ballarat players, and he's going to be penalised for holding the ball, and the free kick is going to go back, and it's going back to Paul Drowan of Ballarat, kicking from the half-back line. They're in front by 11 points at this particular moment. 15-5, 95 as the ball goes up onto the forward line. No one can mark it. Over the back of the pack. North come out with it. Only to see it go as far as Richard Sultan. He's been a good player. He kicks for Ballarat up onto the forward line. Kennedy in good position to mark and is marked in front of Mason. So minutes ticking away up here. We've played 22 minutes. 22 minutes as Kennedy kicks North, gets a lead. It knocked away. A good mark has been taken by North. Plays on immediately. Puts his teammate in trouble. Here goes Ballarat. As Gleeson kicks Ballarat up into it, the attack. It's running towards the goal. Here's a chance for Gordon Loader to relieve for Ballarat. In trouble. Gets out of it. Will have to kick blindly. Goes up onto the centre. Marked and has been marked by Driscoll. And the umpire is going to award the free kick. And it's going to Driscoll. Play on immediately, says the umpire. Gets around the man on the mark. Kicks and finds teammate in Mason. But Mason, I think, is too far out to score. He's well outside the 50-metre mark. He's the handball on to Burke. Burke around, kicks on his right foot. Kicks well at it. Not right through. It's been marked in the last line of defence by Russell up there. So Ballarat doing the attacking there. 15-5, 95 to North. 13-6, 84 as the minutes tickle round to 23 minutes into the last quarter as the ball is on the half-forward line for Ballarat, running towards the boundary line before Drowan and also Fitzgerald can get there. The boundary umpire signals to gone over the boundary line and will throw it in the between half-forward and forward pocket for Ballarat. 95 to 84 in front of Ballarat. They are in front at this stage. Disher gets the knockout. Comes on as far as North. Should be marked and has been marked by Drowan on the centre wing up towards half forward. So Drowan will kick Ballarat well into attack. The kick is long. It's a beautiful kick. They'll all fly. A good mark has been taken once again by Kennedy of North. He's going to turn this attack out. He comes right across the ground. He gets a lead. It's going to be a dangerous one if Peter James doesn't mark it. He does. He's a beautiful football. The handball onto Waldron. Waldron. 15-5 Ballarat 95 to North. 13-6 84 as the ball's right up in the North Ballarat attack. Oh, beautiful mark by Watson once again. We've been playing 24 minutes into the quarter and Ballarat leading 15-5 to North 13-6, and a great mark has been taken by Tony Banks on the half-back line for Ballarat. I'd say about 4 minutes to go as Banks kicks it on up to where Lang in front. Can't mark it. Knocked away by Russell. Comes towards the boundary. Out to Colin Hunt. The kick up towards Jimmy Ford. Marks it in front of his opponent for North. They'll have to go into attack very quickly. 25 minutes gone in the last quarter as we wait for Ford to pick himself up off the ground. He does. Goes across towards Stephen Howard, who's marked in the centre. He goes wide looking for Brugman. Brugman is marked and he's about 40 metres out on the slightest of angle, kicking into a stiff breeze. North trailing by 11 points, can make the margin 5 points as 26 minutes have elapsed in the last quarter. Brugman, who already has kicked 4 goals for North, will be kicking from around about 48 metres. When he comes in to kick, maybe up to about 55, as we wait for Brugman to kick the ball on his way. The kick is high, the kick is offline, I would say, gone through for a behind to make Ballarat 15-5, 95 to North 13-7, 85. So the margin 10 points in favour of Ballarat as we come into the time-on period, as Watson kicks the ball long. But a good mark has been taken by Colin Hunt, and he's certainly come into the game in this last quarter. Ford, easy at centre-half forward, and Butterfield hangs on to him. So North another opportunity as Ford will go up into the forward line, gets a lead, ignores it, goes high, which is good play. A good mark has been taken by the big man himself in Don Disher in the last line of defence. It comes out to Graham Watson. Will have to kick it. He gets it across to his teammate, it's caught. Smith comes to Van der Veer. Van der Veer kicks. It's going out, I think, on the full. No, another behind to North as they pepper the goals in the last couple of minutes. 27 minutes gone in the last quarter. Ballarat holding on vainly up here to win their first premiership since 1971. They're not out of the woods yet. 15-5-95 to North 13-8-86. As Watson, the full-back, brings the ball back into play towards the grandstand, looks for Disher. Disher can't mark it, comes over to Butterfan. Also Walden. Walden kicks in, it will be marked. It has been marked by Jimmy Ford of North. He goes short, gets the lead from Stephen Howard. Howard is marked at the 50-metre mark, and we've played 27 minutes. Ken Howard get a goal here for North as the umpire is putting him around onto a slight angle. Ballarat leading 15-5-95, North 13-8-86. The margin back to 9 points here. It could possibly be down to 3. He's a lead. Will he get it? It comes as far as the sound. The sound for Ballarat has pushed. Here's a chance for Orr. Here's another chance for North. It comes to Ford. He drops the ball, and the umpire should penalise him. It doesn't. It comes out to Drowan. Here's a chance for Ballarat as Drowan takes 1 bound, 2 bounds. Very tired players chasing him as Ballarat go up onto the forward line. Mason and also Kennedy comes over the back towards Gleeson. Gleeson gets it for Ballarat, but the ball has gone over the boundary line before any player can get to it. And I think North might have had that last chance to kick that goal that Ford went very short for. Ballarat 15-5-95 to North 13-8-86, and we've been playing 28.5 minutes in the last quarter as the boundary umpire will bring it back into play. He brings it up towards the centre. They all fly. A good mark has been taken by North. It is Colin Hunt trying to inspire his side. He goes up onto the half-forward line, gets a lead. It'll be marked by Ballarat, and it's been marked by Andrew Veal in the half-back line for Ballarat, as he will kick out onto the Sturt Street side. Goes high. They'll all go up for it. No one can mark it. Here's a chance if Gleeson can get to it for Ballarat. He does. Here, well, this could possibly be the end of it. If he kicks long, it goes up to where? Burke. Burke has got the ball. Kicks. He's caught with the ball and has gone through for a behind for Ballarat to take them to 15-6-96 to North 13-8. So the margin at the moment is 10 points. Can Ballarat hang on? We've played 29 minutes in the last quarter, and North will get a free kick. It'll go back to O'Connor in the back pocket. Time ticking away for North to take out this premiership as O'Connor kicks towards the centre. They'll all fly. Sargent can't hold it. Comes to Gleeson. It's leaked. The umpire sees it, and the free kick is going to go to North. 96-86 in favour of Ballarat as 29.5 minutes have gone by as Gleeson kicks towards the centre. They'll all fly. Knocked away towards Disher. No one can get it. Here's a chance for Driscoll. He's fighting for it on the ground. Here's Trothown onto his left foot. No one at home for Ballarat, only Gordon Lader from North. He kicks over towards the centre of the ground. They'll all fly. It's not clear. Here's a chance for Fitzgerald. He can't get it for North. Doubles back onto his left foot. Kicks to where Drowan will mark. Plays on immediately. Gets the lead from Mason. Over his head. Back it goes. Here's a chance for Ballarat as Gleeson runs into an open goal that goes bang. And no doubt as to who's going to win the grand final this year. It is the Ballarat side, and what a wonderful comeback for them as Gleeson banged that goal through to take them to 16-6, 102, North 13-8, 86. So Ballarat premiers for 1988, runners-up last year at the Golden Point. Back in the centre once again as ball has been lost here at the City Oval for long in the agony as far as North are concerned. They were the favourites. They went into the game that way. But the victory is going to go to Ballarat. And it looks like Ballarat are going to take out the double. They won the reserves by 1 point, and now they are leading by 16 points as the emergency umpire comes onto the ground with the other ball. So just on siren time here, and Ballarat 102 to North 86. So Ballarat's first premiership since 1971. The ball to be bounced once again as Waite puts it down, favours Disher. The ball comes as far as Peter Lang. Peter Lang puts Ballarat into attack. A little fly forward from behind. A beautiful mark has been taken by Butterfact. Plays on immediately, kicks towards goal. He's a chance for Ballarat marking it. Now it's gone through for a behind. And everything is over as far as the scores are concerned up here. Ballarat 16-7 to North 13-9. And there's the siren. And Ballarat are premiers for 1988. Congratulations to them. They played magnificent football up here. And North finished up 13-8. Right, Ballarat premiers for 1988, and they're being mobbed up here. 16-7, 103 to North 13-8, 86. The goal kickers for Ballarat, we had 4 to Mason, 3 to Banks, 2 to Shelton and 2 to Burke, 4 North, 4 to Brugman and Caldew and 2 to Lanane. I have a very pleasing duty to do to award the winners' medals to the winning side, and that'll be Ballarat. And I think if we come back later, we might have a summary of this game, which has been a magnificent display of football for the Ballarat Football League. Ellen, will you get your eye on those for me?
to come up and accept the 30-degree Channel 6 being presented today by Channel 6 manager, Mr. Bruce North. I'd like to come forward, Bruce, and make a presentation. And firstly, I'm still certainly at the captain. And one of the games is played also. Thirdly ranked, captain of Ballarat. one of a couple of words, mate. If you permit it, Dave, I think everybody is certainly backing up on that stuff. Well done. Thank you very much, Ron. There's not a lot I can say at the moment. It's the first day, I love it out of the week. And it's love the Ballarat Football Club, and I love everyone connected with it, and it's just tremendous. Thank you very much. Johnny, go for it! Randy Kirkwood, quiet, Noel Wilson. Ryan Youngblood Watson. Glenn Shepherd Rivera. Mark Wagner Romeo. Tommy Potato Head Banks. Young Dr. Fisher for Chip Children. Adrian Smith. Nigel Rapone. Brendan Snorkel Mason. The old forward is coming over the head of our football club boys. It's good to see you. Now, the line is there, Marquis. John Crystal, the best player back in the league. The goalkeeper, Paul Bennett. And lastly, Loveback Anderson. Alan Mason, three-way commentator, a few little words about the game. What came up when you think about the time that went down last year, the morale that went down, the confidence of the coach, the confidence of the player, and I must congratulate Tom Bigger, maybe his last game, but what a wonderful game it was. We mustn't forget North too. What a wonderful recovery in the first quarter when they came back to within 4 points. I knew I could subvert it there, but one must give credit to a club that has played off in premiership 6 times in 7 years, and to go down balancely. They were a credit to their club and also to the game. But congratulations, Sumner. Congratulations to people in your country, in particular the Bulldogs, and also the way it was led by the Percy League. So that's it for the 1988. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. some more important awards to be presented, and I'd like to now call upon the Ballarat District Director of the BCSL, Mr. John McCarthy, who's going to present the Alexander Senate Insurance Trophy to the successful coach, Mr. Phil Davis. Phil, can you come up here with John McCarthy, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John McCarthy. Thanks, Ryan. Congratulations, Phil. Congratulations to the Ballarat Football Club on a great victory today. Congratulations to all. The Ballarat for the best time on the day. Most certainly to your coaching. On behalf of the Alexander Senior House and the BCSL, I want to go to the Europe coach. Thanks very much, John. My words are really only concerned the players in front of me. Extremely proud of their effort. It's fantastic. Man, a few words, but the words are very important. Thanks very much, Phil Davis. Congratulations. We've got John McCarthy to make another important award. That's Alexander Senate Insurance Trophy by service to the BCSL Insurers, and we're thankful for that organisation. Same with the Series Award, which John is going to present now to the best player on the ground, and Series also is one of the major sponsors of the BCSL. John, have you got the name of the best player of the field? The best player on the ground today, the trophy from the Series, or probably from the point of what the Ballarat Football Club will please best players on the ground. Today's trophy goes to Graham Watson. Congratulations, Graham, on behalf of the Series organisation, to the Football Club of the BCSL, a medal for the best player on the ground, and a score on the back over there with congratulations. Just before we do call Graham up to the microphone, just give a few words. We also have a very important Ballarat Football League Roy Edwards Memorial Trophy, which is also presenting the best player on the ground. And in a close break, I must admit that, and I thank the guys who have given me the vote today. Graham did win the award. Well done, Graham, with another trophy. This time will be presented by the Mr. Wayne Hackett from the Ballarat Football League. Congratulations, Graham, and well played. Let's party. Thanks, Graham, and I might call upon Western. John, you got a few words, John? John Davis from the Ballarat Club. Good day, John. It's been a great day, Ross. Starting with our grand final this morning. It was well attended by 180, and I certainly appreciate their support. My last day that 5 years ago, a plan was conceived and brought into operation, and today we have seen the culmination of that plan. To North Ballarat, my last day that they have had a great administration, a great club, and today they perform magnificently against better opposition. I congratulate Philip. We have taken the mantle from you, and we're not going to release it. I believe the Ballarat Football Club has a great deal of debt to what Mr. Frank Penny, my right-hand man. ladies and gentlemen, that I've been supported by a great committee, and this year we recruited Charles Brisbane into our club, and he's been an excellent worker. Congratulations, Charles. The Bill and the boys, tonight we celebrated Gilly Street, the second school. Let's have a great time after a magnificent day. History's created 3 premierships, 18 seconds and 3 years. First time ever. Okay, just a final word of farewell. I'd like to once again to know Football League President, Mr. Wayne Hackett. Thank everyone for coming. Thank you again, everybody, for coming. It's been a memorable grand final, and before the players leave us completely, could I ask you to put your hands together for the players of both great clubs?
Wayne is Nigel Allen Stewart, who steps your friend from Western Australia. We actually congratulations to Nigel personally and the whole Ballarat club. From Mr. Allen in Western Australia, to Nigel.
Kenny Nunn, do we need some help with our specials on that? Sure?